Good afternoon, everybody. We are in San Angelo, Texas, here at the Mustangs are in basically a district championship against the Lakeview Chiefs. Before we get started, I want to thank all of our sports sponsors and that special group of Mustang Radio Sports Booster sponsors for making it possible to hear the games on KACTradio.com and KACTFM 105.5. I'm Dimitri Figueroa. I'm here with Dylan Smiley. What's up, Dylan?
What's up, man? It's Friday Night Lights.
Friday Night Lights. We're here and I like the lights here in San Angelo.
Pretty cool, yeah.
They got those blue lights shining down. Blue's my favorite color, but not today, as we got the black and gold going against the Lakeview Chiefs for a district championship.
Yes, for all the marbles and this, implications on who we play next week, right?
Yeah, right. I think from what I understand, no matter what, we play on Thursday next week here in San Angelo on this field, but it matters who we play, whether we win or lose. If we win, it's a rematch against Burnett like last year. If we lose, I think it'll be Lampasas, which I know nothing about at the moment. So
I think it was kind of the same thing last year, right?
Yep.
It was going to be one of them two teams.
Yep, you're right. So the Mustang, I was here early, and I was listening to these guys next door, and they said it's been 30 years since Lakeview has won an outright district championship.
Wow.
30 years. And if they win tonight, they get whoever wins tonight wins the outright district championship. So I think it's going to be the Mustangs, though, as the Mustangs are here in San Angelo visiting the 7-2 Lakeview Chiefs, which we will admit that I don't think their schedule's been anything like ours, as we've played Memorial, Bushland, Greenwood.
A lot of powerhouses in that schedule.
Yeah, right. Greenwood's still top 5 in 4A. So the Mustangs' offense is out there warming up, I think, or the defense was just now warming up. Now we got the offense about to warm up. The Lakeview Chiefs are already in their locker room as they've done their warm-up already. So the Mustangs getting ready. Let's see what we can do. As last week, we're coming off a pretty big win. We were down 17-13, I think, at half.
Yes, we were. Yeah, 17. And that score, the box score, doesn't reflect how the game went.
Yeah,
because that last kickoff they ran back, that was
you're right. I think what it was at 33. It was 33-17.
Yes.
And then they ran that kickoff back to make it 33-25 or whatever, right? Or something like that. But anyways, the Mustangs ended up blowing them out the second half, and that was the Mustangs we've been accustomed to in district that we've kind of been trying to find ourselves.
Exactly. Yeah, Pecos. Give them their due. They were big, man. They played physical. We had to come out and be a little more physical in that second half. So.
And the thing is about this district is Big Spring, Pecos, and San Angelo are all better than they were last year.
Exactly.
And so the scores aren't the same as they were last year, and because they're better. But the Mustangs have so far come out on top the first 2 games. And, the first one against Big Spring, we kind of struggled, only won by 8. I say only won. You get a win against a rival, that's good. But it was our first time after a major coaching change, right? It's a new play caller and stuff, and that's going to take some time to figure out.
Yes, yeah, exactly. You think about that game, too, Big Spring. These boys have been playing Big Spring since they were YFL, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like they know you, you know them deal. So.
Right. And that might have been the last time we played them for a while. And I think San Angelo, they might not be in our district next year as they're going to do some realignment. We're expecting Greenwood. Lakeview's probably still going to be a 4A Division I with us, but maybe in a different district. So the Mustangs warming up right now as the offense is I think that's Coach Azam, Coach Whitehead, and Coach Martin out there calling those plays. Getting ready to take on the Lakeview Chiefs here in a district championship. We're just under 22 minutes away in a beautiful night. What is it?
We got it's going to be 67 degrees. 6-7 at 7 p.m. We got 4 miles per hour of wind coming out of the northeast. So,
so it's been pretty nice. It was a decent drive. Hope everybody made it out here to this drive as we still got people piling in. Lakeview has a bigger fan base right now than they normally do.
Yes, they normally
Their bleachers they're excited this year.
Yes, it's a big. The 7-2, I think, is their record. So they're on a high right now. Maybe we can ground them a little bit.
Yeah, and that's what we're hoping to play spoiler tonight here in San Angelo are the Mustangs, as we're trying to go away with our second straight district championship. And you're district champs until you're not. So
exactly.
I would say we're still district champs.
Still district. Yeah, we'll get you right out to the sunset hopefully after this.
Yeah, you're right. So and then tomorrow, which I know the volleyball team brought a bus here tonight as they're going to watch the game. They're going to stay in San Angelo, and then they're going to make the trip to Abilene for their regional semifinal against Springtown. Yeah, so they brought the bus. They're going to get to watch their football team, support them, and then I know I'll be heading to Abilene tomorrow to watch that game. So
that'll be awesome.
Hopefully everybody's making the 2 trips here to San Angelo and then to Abilene tomorrow. Good luck to the volleyball team. But
go get them.
Yeah, go get them. So we're just about 20 and a half minutes away from kickoff. We'll go back to the station. When we come back, we'll talk about some key players. You're listening to Andrews Mustang Football on KACTFM 105.5. And we are back here in San Angelo as the Mustangs are getting their punt off right now, and they're getting ready to go into the locker room after their warm up. High punt, good punt,
Good punt.
right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Warm up, and Rocky's gonna throw it up like a bomb. There he does, and they all shoot it. So Mustangs going into the locker room as getting ready to come back out and ready for the game. We're about 18 minutes away from kickoff. Mustangs getting ready for a district championship. I'll say that many times, as that's what it really is, right? Last game of the season, winner takes the district. Well, winner gets that gold ball.
Yeah. Like we talked before, forget about the rest of the season, right? We're 2-0. We're 2-0 right now.
2-0.
So we're gonna go 3-0 hopefully tonight and go into the playoffs.
Yeah, football's really 3 seasons. High school football's really 3 seasons. You got your preseason, which you're trying to prepare for your district.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that record wasn't greatest, but it was a tough preseason. And then you got the district, which we're 2-0.
Yep.
And then after tonight, that third season starts, and that's the playoffs, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the Mustangs, the band's out there in the crowd. The Mustangs fans are coming in. I think they're, after that long drive, trying to unwind. I had myself a steak or some steak fingers from Western Sky today. It was pretty good.
Nice.
Boswell recommended that. And it's a clear night tonight. Did you see the supermoon last night?
It was last night. Yeah. We actually saw it coming back. We were in San Angelo last night.
Oh, y'all were. Yeah.
So we saw it on the way back. So at middle school, we won 70-0. I think 8th grade it was pretty bad too.
Yeah, I think all 3 scores, because they didn't have a 7th grade B team, but all 3 middle school scores, I think it was 150-0 is what the scores were. The 9th grade, the freshman team, they won yesterday, and then the JV. So San Angelo Lakeview's JV was 9-0 going into last night.
Wow.
And we beat them 24-23.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
So our JV, So our JV is really good, and a lot of those kids are having to play up here on varsity as we're young on varsity and moving around, and that JV team's good, and it just all that shows the future for the Andrews Mustangs. But,
right.
Yeah, and all those kids are watching our varsity Mustangs and running behind Jay Sean DeBosa. Really didn't have he didn't have a bad game, but we didn't have to lean on him against Pecos. I think he was under 100 yards. They pretty much kept him at bay. But we had other kids step up, and Bo Hudson had himself 2 long runs.
Yes.
He made his case for Player of the Week. And then Blas Hernandez, the closer. I think a lot of people around town call him Blas Scattaboo Hernandez because that's how he runs. He's not afraid of contact. And actually, you mentioned it in the game on that last run. He's so used to running people over, and people are used to getting ran over, that kid thought he was about to get ran over, and Blas just kind of went around him and went and scored. It was pretty funny. And Blas is all business. I try to catch him after the game, and I'm like, hey, I called you the closer, and he's just like, yes sir. He's just a great kid. I've enjoyed talking to him and watching him play football, and he's got another year too. So Blas,
he'll be next year. He'll be.
Yeah, he will be. So Blas Hernandez, who closed the game for us, called it through the question mark screen. And I found out something that changed about that. Brody was telling me, Brody and Colton were talking about it, that it worked. And used to, the lineman wouldn't actually go block until after the guy caught the ball. So that was a little too late. Yeah, the coaches made the change saying, hey, as soon as y'all let your guy go block somebody. And they were out in front blocking, and it worked. So they made that slight change, and it worked. So that was a good change. We're right next to the announcers that sitting there screaming, acting like they don't have a microphone. So I'm not really sure what's going on here. So if y'all can hear them, I'm sorry, but it's better than what we heard last week.
Exactly, way better.
We were hearing the F-bomb. I didn't have a bleeper.
Yeah, the class last week was not the best, but we're past that now.
So then, Colin, who threw that 76-yard, I think, screen pass to Jason Mendoza, and that was one of the big plays.
That was a turning point. To me, it was.
Yes.
Momentum-wise.
Yeah, momentum-wise, you're right. So he got that. So Colin has been throwing more in the recent games, which has been good to see.
Yeah, and I think too, I bet Coach Martin and them, they probably have a few wrinkles to kind of push out this game.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll see a little more, right?
I think we saw wrinkles in every game.
Yes.
Since the bye week, I'll say. Right. So we've seen wrinkles, and then one of them is having twins wide receivers.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's been key, because I think something's going to come out of that, whether it's a reverse to that outside receiver or a deep pass to it. We hadn't passed out of it yet. but something will come out of that.
Yes, definitely. So, and if it's not here, it's coming, right?
Games,
it's on the way.
It's on the way. So we have seen the wrinkles start coming out that they've been promising to me for 2 years, and I'm just like, I haven't seen it. So we're starting to see it now. So which is good news, and it's helping the offense out, right?
Definitely, yes.
Yeah. So we're here in San Angelo on Angelo State campus, right? This is the field that Angelo State plays on, I believe. Yeah, ASU. And the Mustangs, if you hadn't seen it, it's more of a bowl, but it looks like the Andrews Mustangs, so maybe that'll help out.
Yeah, it looks just like it.
Even their field house is kind of like ours.
Yep.
Right? And there's just the difference is on one end it finishes the bowl, But other than that, the slopes, I was still tired. My knees were aching getting up here.
Yeah, I was breathing hard walking up here. So.
Yeah, so the Mustangs getting ready to take on San Angelo Lakeview, the Chiefs. They're blue.
Yeah.
They're wearing their blue pants, blue jerseys, blue helmet. They're gonna be all blue.
We were gold helmets, white shirts,
black helmets, white shirts, gold pants.
Yes, gold pants.
Yeah. You were going backwards.
Yeah, backwards.
Yeah, gold pants, white shirt, black helmets. The Lakeview. I know their fans are super excited. As I mentioned a minute ago, they have not had a district championship in 30 years.
Yeah, and they're 7-2 right now.
7-2.
So they're on a big, they're on a high right now.
So Mustangs looking to ruin it. So we're just under 12 and a half minutes left till kickoff, and we'll go back to the station. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit about our defense. You're listening to Andrews Mustang Football on KACTF and 105.5.
Military. And now, our nation's colors are...
We are back as the Mustangs are getting ready. We just did the national anthem. They did it a little different than most stadiums. They did it 10 minutes before kickoff. The teams aren't even out here, which I don't mind it. I do think it's cool when both teams are lined up and stuff. But Lakeview's out here warming up again as they're over there kind of in the end zone warming up, getting ready to run out. The Mustangs are still in the locker room, probably preparing. So I don't know if they're doing a moment of silence or not. But the Mustangs getting ready to take on the Lakeview Chiefs. And their offense puts up a ton of points, right?
Yeah, what was it? They put up 70 last week against Vicksburg.
76 or 79 or something, but they gave up 50 points.
Yeah,
so, talk about a barn burner, but the Lakeview Chiefs, they put up a ton of points, and, our defense has been pretty good. It's gotten away from us a couple times, but really, against Memorial, which they're a great team, you know what I mean? Greenwood, they're a great team right now, top 5 team, and then Bushman, who got away from us in the last about 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
Right, but other than that, the defense has looked good, just gotten tired.
Yes.
Right, they're lately, and I think we've built some depth with bringing up some of these kids up, you know. So
yeah, and I think too, like we always say, the offense was built for this kind of game with the high flying, going against a high flying offense, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Take some time off the clock, shorten that score, make it a smaller window. Right?
Raider, since he's been back after he had his little hiatus, he has had 3 interceptions in 2 games, looking pretty good out there, you know. And then the defensive line, we brought in a lot of new faces, and Ramirez and Jace Dixon was one of them last week. He came from the offensive side. He's a sophomore now. On the defensive side, made some plays.
Turn it up.
Yeah, Mason Robles and Moose is going to have to step in a little bit as we lost Palacios last week. Angel Omley and all them on the defensive line. But last week, the kid that our player of the game was Sammy Saldivar. He had 18 tackles.
Man, he was flying around.
He was flying around. I think he's had 2 really good games. One against Monaghan, where he looked a lot like that, and then that one, you know, he come out and he's played well all year long. But those 2 stand out to me where he stepped it up, and we're going to need it again tonight.
Yeah, if he can repeat that, man, the defense, I feel like they rallied behind him, right?
Yes.
Like he makes the big plays, and everybody starts to step up.
He's the one that forced the fumble on the one when we almost ran it back in, and that was a big play right there. As we scored a couple plays later, you know. So Sammy Saldivar, the leader on that defense, as he's a senior linebacker. With his on his side is Juan Pablo Bejarano, and Colton Figueroa will work his way in there sometimes.
Yeah, man, we've been actually blessed at the safety position too, man. Every year we've done this, the safeties have been, man, they want to come down hill and hit somebody, and they're good in coverage.
Rocky got himself a little stinger, Rocky Stevens, against that big 29.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he got himself a stinger, but he played the rest of the game. I talked to him. He looked like a Frankenstein as he couldn't turn his head after the game. And he's like, man, if those coaches were smart, they would have ran my way. You know, because he was hurting. Yeah. But I think he's good now, as he's one of our captains. And then Tommy Evans, he's a sophomore safety. He's a stud at safety.
Man, he makes some great tackles, coming some open field tackles.
Yeah, he does. He them 2 are in almost every tackle.
Yes.
One of our safeties, it's either Tommy or Rocky.
Man, that shows you the grit on Rocky. Him saying, "Man, if they ran my way, they probably would have got a lot of yards, right?"
Yeah,
he stayed in the whole game, you know.
And he said he would have still hit it, but he had been hurting.
Oh yeah.
But and then our outside linebackers and Cruz, who shows a lot of emotions out there too. Xavier Cruz and Brody Nelson, who recovered that fumble, and Digner ran it in. Did Brody Nelson? So then and then our cornerbacks, we already mentioned Raider, Brody Figueroa on the other side, and then a lot of Adrian Miller comes in and subs in a lot too. So, but the starters are Raider and Brody start, but Adrian comes in every about 3rd drive and he gets himself a good drive. So, yeah, so that's what you're going to see. Is the secondary's been pretty good. You know, even they haven't given up a lot of big plays, and that's going to be key. I actually think this team right here, they throw a lot of outs, so you got to make the tackle.
Got to be up. Yeah. That's a lot of open field, right? You stop over there, short yard receptions.
Yeah, you're right. Just got to make those tackles, and then maybe you can read one of those and jump it and make a play. So.
And I think Raider and Brody, man, they got the eyes for it. You know, they got the ability to do that.
They do. So Rocky Stevens, Cruz, Sammy Saldivar, Deshaun DeBose, Juju Azam, and those are our captains. I think Raider Harvey, I believe. I forgot Raider. So yeah, those are going to be our captains. So they're getting ready to come out as the captains for San Angelo are coming over here. The rest of the team's still in the locker room. Cheerleaders are not out there. Don't they?
Yeah, I think ours.
Yeah,
ours are right there.
They're out there doing cheers and stuff. So.
Yeah, so they're getting ready, but we got 4 minutes or 4.5 minutes till kickoff. So
yeah, 4.5 minutes till kickoff, and the Mustangs out here they coming out of the locker room. They're about to do the coin toss, so we'll go back to the station. When we come back, it'll be kickoff time. You're listening to Andrews Mustang Football on KCTF 105.5. And we're back in San Angelo as the Mustangs are getting ready for this district championship against the Lakeview Chiefs. Mustangs, the coin toss just happened. Lakeview won the coin toss and they deferred, so the Mustangs are going to get the ball first, going from, I think that's the south, right?
South, yeah.
So we're going from the south to the north, right to left is what the Mustangs will be doing. Neither team has run out of the tunnel yet, but they're getting ready to as the Mustangs, Mighty Mustang Band's getting ready to
play Camp Rock.
Cheerleaders lined up. They have like I don't know who they walk through over there, and they kind of walk through. I imagine this is senior night for the Lakeview Chiefs, last home game. So
I can't tell with that run out sign. It says something, I just can't see it.
Yeah, I can't really see it either. I like that old school run out sign where you can throw a dig at the other team on that run out sign. You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like if it was me, my sign right now would be like, we're still the district champs. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Come and take it.
Yeah, come and take it or something like that, right? But Mustangs in their tunnel, so are the Lakeview Chiefs getting ready to run out. And as we mentioned, the Lakeview Chiefs won the toss. They deferred. Mustangs are going to start with the ball. Hopefully they start fast. But like you said, with a fast going offense like this, you want to get that sustained drives, 6, 7, 8 minutes, and then finish it. A lot of times throughout the season, even against those high-powered teams, against like Memorial stuff, we'd get those 6-minute drives, and then we wouldn't finish. We'd turn it over on downs on the 20 or on the 30. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah, and you have to put that exclamation point, right? That's what that drive. You got to punch something in.
I mean, yeah, it's two-part. Heat up the clock against a team like this, but then also score.
Yes. And hey, we got a field goal kicker too.
Dante Lozano, right?
I mean, so he helped us. He was pivotal in that one against Monaghan's.
Yeah. I love that Chris out there getting ready to run out. Look at him in front of our Mustangs. I believe that's his name, Chris. He's one of those kids that the whole team will rally around.
Oh yeah, I think he ran out with this.
Yeah, he does it every. Big Cowboys fan. That's the best thing about him.
There you go.
So
they're kind of breaking my heart this year.
Yeah,
maybe that'll change.
They break my heart.
What the Purdue's, the Andrews, towards the screen. So
the Mustangs just ran out, Lakeview ran out, and we're clocks at 0 as we're ready to do the ready for kickoff. Everybody's getting their ritual knee down. I know Brody and his friends do some kind of Spider-Man thing. I don't know what they do. They're crazy. If you knew Lane Thomas, you would say he's crazy too. But yeah, Lane Thomas and Cruz, they keep me laughing at all times.
Yeah, and I think this means a lot. Like, of course, Deshaun, senior, right?
Yep.
So, this is his last district game here, and, so maybe some fireworks for some of these seniors, going out. So.
You're right. These seniors have been playing a long time, so they're starting to see that clock count down, right?
Yeah.
Mustangs are lining up for the national anthem, but they already did it, so they don't even know that.
I don't think they know.
Yeah, the Mustangs are lining up for the national anthem. There you go. Somebody finally told them, hey, we've already done this.
Yeah, it's already over. It's game time.
Yeah, it is game time.
So it was tough to watch the second half, but I was very.
So Mustangs offense going to start the game, barring an onside kick or a fumble, but Mustangs kickoff return team, which that's another thing that's changed. And I don't know who made that decision, but we've been returning the kickoffs.
I think that's the best decision that they made.
Yeah, not all of them have been on this side of the 30, but it's giving you the opportunity.
Yes.
And Bo's almost ran a couple of them back.
Yeah, and they were doing that. They were on the 10 with nobody within 15 yards of
Yeah,
them, and they're fair catching there.
Right. So they are, not to say that they're gonna fair catch it now, or not, but the Mustangs kickoff return team is starting to return the ball, and it gives you opportunity.
Positive field position, man, just positive, right?
Every yard counts. Looks like they have 3 kickers.
Oh wow!
As we said, I know that the announcer next to us is pretty loud, so sorry for that. They got 3 kickers. One of them kicks the ball, not that one. But the second one kicks it. That's going to be a ball. It's going to go to the end zone. We're going to go to the end zone. And it's going to be a touchback. So the Mustangs offense is going to start on the 25-yard line, as we mentioned earlier, going right to left. I was told that they have a couple, south to north. Yeah, they got a couple of 400-pound defensive linemen. 78's got to be one of them. 70, 60, or 62. Those are all big kids.
They're big kids, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're going to play a spot like everybody else does, right? It's going to be a 7-man box.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, it's...
Yeah, so let's see what they do. I know that there's a 79 on this team. He's down here on behind this ref over here by 63. He's big too. Yeah, so they got some big kids, but doesn't mean we try to tell like younger kids. That just means they fall
But
harder, right?
I see about
Yeah,
five
Mustangs
guys
offense coming out.
right there. They
We
are
got
ready to like
slot
this
left,
shot.
single back,
Goes to
motion.
quarterback,
There's
motion.
gonna be Bo Hudson. He's got a big old hole. He's across the 30.
Oh, he's
still
fun.
going across the 40. Good run right there. As he got, I think he went down to the 41-yard line as he gets himself 14 yards. No, from the 20, that's 16 yards. No, he got down to the 39, so we have 14.
14 yards. Yeah, that was simple math because he got the 10 with an extra 4.
Yeah,
so.
that's kind of how I do it.
Hey, so right here, like we were talking about, we got 24 seconds of the play clock.
Yeah.
This should be slow.
10 seconds.
We just had a big play right there.
Yeah.
You know, just
Good run right there. Good start. Same formation. Slot left. Single back. Jason in motion. We got him offside. It looks like there's Bo Hudson right there. Yeah. So, did they call it? I didn't see a
I
flag.
didn't see a flag either. It should have been. That was
So that's
4.
gonna be another 4 or 5. They got 5 on that one.
5 for Bo.
So the ball's on the 4. Yeah, 2 runs for Bo. Two big. So we see something. Maybe they'll move out right there because he's not running in the A gap.
He's running like out in the 4.
Yeah.
The part of the C gap right
Yeah,
on
yeah,
defense, right?
yeah,
So
you're
5,
right.
the 4, the 6, and the 5 hole.
Yeah,
Right?
usually Bo hits the A gaps, right?
Yes.
So maybe we saw something. They do run a nose guard. So slot right, single back. There's Deshaun in motion. Same play, but just to the other side, and here goes Bo again. As he gets 3. Looks like he's going to get 4. So we're going to be a yard short of the first down. The ball's going to be on the 48-yard line.
Yeah, right here. I mean, I don't know where Mr. Bloss was at. But if he gets the ball here, I'm predicting probably a first down.
I see somebody named Jessica Figueroa said hi on Facebook.
Hi, Jessica Figueroa. We don't know you, but how you doing?
Yeah, there's a slot left T formation. There's going to be look like did we fumble? We got 44 blasts. We do get that yard. That was pretty close. They fumbled. They did. We fumbled that ball. Let's see if we got it.
It looked like
We fumbled it.
yeah, it looked like a false start. Something was off, right? It didn't look right.
Everything was off. I think everybody went except the center did snap, which made Colin a little late to be able to get to them. That 44 blast is already too hard to get to.
Yes.
Right? So he has to stretch too. Yeah, it's a stretch. So, and it's like a stretch, but it's a dive.
Yes.
You know, so the timing was off, the fumble was off, and now San Angelo Lakeview takes over on the 49-yard line. They run 2 receivers to either side in a pistol formation with the running back behind the quarterback. They're going. They're already snapping it. They had a false start with the receiver. There's a screen pass, and he's got a big old lot of blockers, lanes out there, and he gets 8 yards. No, he gets 7. Yeah. So they're running quick. They're already going up to the lineup. That was just a screen pass that
Excellent job here from the Chiefs.
I might just be quiet and let you listen to the guy next to me.
Yeah, seriously.
So there's going to be a fake handoff. It's going to be a pass to the out. He's going to gets a first down, does he, over there? Gets across the 35-yard line. So first down for Lakeview. Mustangs defense is trying to figure it out. They're already getting lined up. They're looking. They just basically line up. Yeah, they spread you out and go fast. 3 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation.
But they're doing exactly what they want to do here. Loose cage first down for the
They're going to
Chiefs.
motion, fake the jet sweep. They're going to throw it to 14. Good. And Raider, good coverage right there. I think he might have held a little bit too. Did Raider.
Uh-oh, now Raider might be down.
Raiders slow to get up, so we're going to have Miller come in for him. As Raiders going to have to limp off. He needs to just stay down. It gives us time right here. So.
As the corner is actually down for Andrews.
So yeah, I thought Raider did grab the jersey, kind of pull him back at him. Well, what it looked like actually to me is a push off, and he pushed Raider off, and Raider pulled him back with the jersey. So yeah, that's probably why the referee let it play. But either way, it was an incomplete pass. So as we can break now, there's a little timeout as Raider's still down. It's going to be a 2nd and 10. Ball spotted down the 36-yard line after the Mustangs fumble on their first. We had some good positive plays. We just can't. Like in a game like this, you cannot shoot yourself in the foot.
Exactly, yeah.
You know?
And I don't know in those first couple of plays, I know we fumbled, right? But we still want to see Jay Sean get one carry, right? We want to see him get the ball just, like I said, against Big Spring, you need to be 20 carries,
and something worked, and then they just ran into the other side, which and I think that one was probably going to Bloss, right?
Yes, it was going to Bloss.
It was going to Bloss, but
it's all about timing, right?
Yeah.
So when that's off, it's hard to run those plays.
Yes, you're right. So the Mustangs are
So we got Miller.
Defense, Raiders being helped off. Not really sure. They weren't stretching him, so I'm not really sure if it was
maybe an ankle.
Yeah, something. So Miller, who's got a lot of playing time this year, is now in there for Raider. They got trips to the right. They're going to have a single receiver to the left. They're in that pistol formation in the backfield.
Man, we got to see if we're playing zone here. We got to pass.
Yeah, so they're going to run a slant. Sammy Saldivar out there. They do catch it, and he got 4, 5, 6 yards is what he's going to get right there. That was just they do play a zone as I think the
safety has the deep right.
Yeah, the 2 middle guys, 2 inside guys got deep. Miller's going to cover flats, and Sammy, the inside linebacker, is going to cover inside. Anything inside is what I was told they're going to do. On the other side, we got single coverage with Brody right now to a receiver. So trips right. They're going to be a fake the handoff. They're going to get flats. And he catches it, and he's going to try to get outside, and he does get a first down, it looks like, as they get down to the...
Number 2 for Lakeview, Chris Rodella.
Yeah.
He's
hard to tackle?
He's caught every ball this
year. Yeah, he has.
So.
Right. Number 14's their stud receiver. I'm not really... What's number 14's name?
14, Braylon White.
Braylon White, I believe he's their stud, just from what I was told. But they do just, like I said, they run short passes and break tackles. See what they got. They got trips right. Pistol formation in the backfield. It's going to be a fake the handoff right there. And he's going to try to get outside, and he does. So now he's across the 10, and he makes a touchdown. Lakeview team score on their first drive as the Mustangs fumbled their first drive, and now Lakeview's going to go up 6-0.
Well, if you didn't know who scored, maybe you heard it just now.
Yeah.
And actually 21 yards, correct?
Mustangs defense, he ran up the middle, and then he cut outside. And with how much they passed, our secondary was back there with the receivers. And then by the time they realized that they were at the goal line and he made a cut, he scored. So their kicker's going up right here as puts Lakeview up here with 8:43 left here in the first quarter. Lakeview leading 6-0, extra point pending.
Do what they do best, score points. Rios, of course,
balls up.
I swear we were offsides.
That was good. So 7-0 lead for the Lakeview Chiefs, and you're listening to Andrews Mustang Football on KCKF on 105.5. And we are back as the Mustangs are down 7-0 here early in the first quarter as the Mustangs fumbled their first drive. Kickoff's going to go into the end zone again as the Mustangs are going to now start again on the 25-yard line where the Mustangs did have a drive going. You know? 8:43 left here in the first quarter. Mustangs down 7-0, and looking to get that drive. And let's see if we can get a little dose of Jay Sean. As the holes were there.
Yeah, they were there.
A ball almost broke for a couple of them already.
Yeah, I think you go back to the Big Spring game, right? We had 3 fumbles, 3 errors in the first half. Kind of put us behind. We got to stay in front of that. Ball protection right here. Let's go down the score.
If I start talking louder, it's because I feel like I'm in a competition with another announcer.
Yeah, I think we both can start screaming into this thing.
I can be loud.
We're gonna start hitting the table.
Just wait till we score a touchdown. Come on, Mustangs, let me be loud.
Yeah.
Because now we got slot right, T formation. That was heavy to the left. There's Deshaun has somebody's helmet on. Somebody's helmet got popped off. Yeah, I thought it was too. Whose helmet was that? Mustang helmet. That's going to be number 50. Who's number 50?
That's Jonas Gonzalez.
Jonas. So it looks like Jace Dixon going to come in for a play at least. So the Mustangs, no gain right there for Jay Sean. We ran a heavy set. I couldn't recognize that formation. We had a couple tackle over, I guess it would be to the left side.
Yeah, it was more like a T formation, right?
Yeah, it was a T formation. I couldn't find the slot.
some folks, they were already a lot of linemen there.
Slot right, T formation. There's going to be Bo. Or is that Bloss? There's Bloss, and he's still going. And he gets 6. Looks like Bloss is going to get 6 yards right there. As he was hit about 2 yards past the line of scrimmage, but kept driving his feet, gets loose for another 4 yards.
If he has his eyes up, I think that's an even bigger
touchdown,
run.
Yeah,
but like we talked earlier, that's a Scatterboo run right there, right?
That's Bloss Scatterboo Hernandez is what he is.
He's trying to dish out CTE.
Yeah,
like he's trying to give it to somebody.
He is. He's a bruiser right there. The Mustangs got themselves a 3rd and 3, as that was actually a 7-yard game. But so
I think that jet sweep counter to Jay Sean to the right side.
Let's see what we got. No, he's on the right side. Slot right, wing left, single back. We got false start right there. Did they call it? They didn't call it. Bo's trying to get outside.
That was a face mask. We got a face mask.
Did they call it face mask? I see a flag on the play. We false started, but they didn't call it. Let's see.
What do we got right here?
Let's see if they call face mask.
I'm sure our first Olivas frustration is solar penalty.
Why are they talking so long about a face mask?
Yeah,
it was a face mask or not?
Yeah. Prediction in the booth here that it's offsides.
Offsides.
I'll take an offsides too. Either one's a first down, but
face mask on both sides on that play, so we'll see kind of what the refs kind of officiate to. But we're gonna.
Referees are talking forever. Let's see what they got going on right here. Is there going to be a
Eric Quisenberry.
Face mask.
Face mask, yes. As they did pull the face mask of Bo Hudson, he was trying to get outside, so that's going to get us an automatic first down. Ball's going to be moved down to the 46 and a half, 46 and 3/4 yard line, whatever you want to call it. 47.
Almost the 47.
Yeah. So the Mustangs are now got a 1st and 10.
Yeah, and I noticed too, they're not calling any offsides. Like,
we've done a false start.
Yeah.
They're offsides.
Yeah, so it's kind of
referee's eyes are closed before the plays. Before the snap.
We need to get Jay Sean involved, man. We need to get a big play out of him. Get this thing
I agree. You know, get him outside. Let's see if we can get him outside. You know, their defensive end, the top one, he's big. You know, so we can kick him in and kick out that outside linebacker. There's a toss to Bloss Hernandez. He's made it, found a big old hole. He's across the 40. He's to the 40 as Bloss Hernandez is pounding, and he gets down to the 40-yard line for a first down, 11-yard gain. So Bloss Hernandez with another first down. Jay Stickson coming off. I think Jonas coming back on.
Maybe they see something on this left side. The right side of the defense.
Yes.
To our left.
Yep.
Because they keep hitting this left side hard on the we need to try to go that, like you said, the defensive end. He's probably 350
Yeah,
pounds.
just kick him in. Let's get around him and get the other guy out.
We got one guy out there to beat.
Yeah. We got just under 7 minutes left. Mustangs trailing 7-0 here in the first quarter. T4, it's 3-back formation. It's like Collins going to keep that. He's going to try to get outside, and he does get 2.
And right there, it looks like, to me, from here, there's a hole before he goes outside.
Yeah. And I think he gets in trouble for not hitting it sometimes. So we do get 2 yards, so 6:35 left. Mustangs are going to have a 2nd and 8. Ball spotted on the 37-yard lines of the Lakeview. So that was an odd formation, but they were all 3 down. It was almost like a
wishbone.
Yeah, wishbone, like an offset wishbone or something. Yeah, new formation that we hadn't seen, and it was a fake toss, and then Colin kept it. So here's a T formation, wing right. There's going to be Bo outside. There's that well we were talking about. He got outside. He cuts it up to the 30. That's exactly what we were talking about as he goes forward for a first down. But, you know, we kicked that defensive end in. Jay Sean kicked that quarterback out. That hole was there. So, good play call right there for the Mustangs. That should be a first down. I don't know why it's not a first down. That's a first down. There you go.
Yes, first down.
They had to use that laser, you know, the NFL.
Yeah, exactly.
My eyesight's as good as the laser. I'm wearing contacts.
Like Romo said, there's chips in the ball.
Yeah, there's chips in the ball. I could have told you without it. So the Mustangs got a first down right here as we're driving. So we got a slot right, I formation in the backfield. There's going to be a handoff to Bloss, and he's got a hole, and he gets down 4 yards as he goes falling forward.
Man, I want to see that T formation, but with Jay Sean getting that pitch.
Yeah.
Let's see that.
Jay Sean does really well at blocking. You know,
so he does. Yeah, he's a good
as good as he is at running the ball, he's blocking.
The clock continues to take, so I mean.
Yeah, and I like what they're doing now. Martin's going out there and telling Kelly to play.
Yeah.
You know, the play clock's running down.
And we're not subbing, so they can't do that sub nonsense against us. You know what I mean? So it's going to be 2nd and 6. Ball's on the 26-yard line. There's going to be Jay Sean up the middle, and he's going to cut it up. He gets the third. He gets 1 yard short. He's falling forward. He did. He got the first down as he gets down to the 20-yard line. They're subbing. Let's go.
He gets 6 there?
He got it. Yeah, he got the 6 that we needed. So the Mustangs have a first down and 10. Ball's just inside the 20-yard line here with 4:55 left in the first quarter. Trailing 7-0, but driving as the Mustangs offense is doing what they want to do.
Man, right there, I would love to call 2 plays, right?
Yeah.
Say, hey, when you got 2 plays, it's line up and boom.
Or just call NASCAR and just, call the play.
Run a quarterback sneak right there. Just get him on the field, right?
You got him on the field to get that 3-5.
Yes.
Either way, it's going to be I formation. Offset I. There's going to be Jay Sean up the middle, and he's going to get it. He pounds it. He gets a 5.
Man, that's almost like a
that's
given.
Right there.
That's just given right there. Yes.
Then that's 2 lead blockers. You're following them. I think we used to call it the belly, right?
Yes,
and just follow those 2 lead blockers, and that's probably the 5 hole right there.
Yes.
And you just fall forward.
Yeah.
And the line's getting a push. This is the big defensive line, and we're getting a push right there. Yeah.
It's big on big up there up front.
Yeah, it is. They got a big old nose guard right there.
Yeah, I can't see it. Can you see his number?
70. No, I can't.
It's 70 something, I think.
62. Yeah. There's an offset eye to the right now. There's the same play going to the right side. Jay Sean's cutting it up. He's across the 10. And he just gets barely gets down right there at the 7-yard line. So first down, it's going to be 1st and goal from the 7 now.
So that right there, this is something that we haven't seen all season, right?
We haven't seen it all year.
This is a different little wrinkle. Of course, it's still power football. We're still running it down somebody's throat.
Yeah, you're right. So the Mustangs are 1st and goal from the 7. Mustangs are trying to get in the end zone as we're sustaining the drive. We got this ball with, I think, over 7 minutes, 7:11, I think, is what was left when we got this ball, and we've run it down to almost 3.5. Here, trailing 7-0, but what can't happen is their offense can't score when we're running like that. Slot right, T formation. There's that toss to Jay Sean. He's going to try to, they get us a false start. False start. I don't think Jay Sean ever really came set there. So now it's going to be 1st and goal from the 12. I think 7 plus 5 is 12. Yeah, so it's going to be 1st and goal from the 12 now. As Jay Sean was trying to get us out. I can't tell you that it was there either, though. We had one blocker with 3 Lakeview defenders. Jay Sean was going to have to lower his shoulder, try to get some positive yards there.
I want to see on that, like fake that, but have the wingman, because he's on the left, right?
Yeah.
Have him reverse. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Because they're all eyeing Jay Sean when he's coming the other way.
Harvey doesn't agree with that. And I don't really agree with it either. Well, I don't know if Jay Sean had actually come set, but they call it a false start because he goes fast. Like, he takes off running, but he can take off running sideways all he wants.
Yeah, he's not on the line, right? He's off the line.
All he wants, and I think that's where Harvey's complaining about right there.
I mean, the center gets there early. Quarterback, as soon as the quarterback gets under center, all right, let's go. Like, it is.
Yeah, and I'm thinking here, I don't know about you, but maybe a freeze. You know,
yeah, get them off sides. Yeah, on 2 right here. Get those 5 back. What do you get?
Back under center.
We got him off sides right there. I don't know why they're not calling it. Bo gets 2, so he tried to cut up, and he gets back to the 10, so it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 10. It felt like, man, I'd go on 2 right here, like he said. We'd get at least half the distance. We'd get back to the 5. That left defensive end, the one on the knee right here, he went early right there. And maybe he's not crossing the line on him.
This is 2nd down, though, correct?
Should be, yeah, it's 2nd and go. 2nd and go from the 10. Mustangs have to get in the end zone.
We haven't seen the receivers yet.
No, we haven't. Slot left, T formation. There's going to be a Bloss coming around the corner. He lowers his shoulder. He's still going as he gets down to the 7, to the original line of scrimmage now. Now it's going to be 3rd and 7. 3rd and goal from the 7.
Yeah, this right here. I don't know if we don't got it. I hate to say pass, right? But
I don't know. If you can get about 4 here, maybe you go for it. Yeah, you'll be on the 3. You can get it with inside the 5. You might go for it. But let's see what they call right here. I'm not really. Maybe Jay Sean to the wide side. Bo. I would run that toss to the right side. That's exactly what I'd run right here.
Trying to make him get
either
the corner.
to Jay Sean or Bo.
Yeah.
Kick that cornerback out.
5 down linemen for the Chiefs.
Jay Sean's in the I formation from there. There's that toss. That's the toss to Jay Sean. He's going to try to get outside. He's not going to. As he lowers his shoulder. And he does not get out. They get him out 7. the 7-yard line for a no gain. So it's going to be 4th and goal from the 7. Let's see what the Mustangs decide to do right here. I think a touchdown. Field goals aren't going to work, but you know, minute 39 left here within the first quarter. Mustangs are trailing 7-0. Let's see, we're going for it. Offense is still on the line out there. I'd go see if we can get them off sides here.
Yeah, get
closer. So we can get down to 3. I would do it a couple times, see if we can get them off sides. Let's see what we got. We might have a pass here. They call a timeout. So the Mustangs are calling a timeout as the we're going to talk about it. So here with 1:39 left here in the first quarter, you're listening to Andrews Mustang Football on KCTF on 105.5.
Presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Man, this guy has another announcer that you can't hear at all. And we are back here as the Mustangs are trying to get in. Let's see if we come out with a field goal or if we come out. I think we're going to come out. Our offense is going to come back out on the field here with the minute 39 left in the first quarter. We've got to get in the end zone as we're trailing 7-0. We saw how fast San Angelo can score, and we've done everything we talked about pregame. We ate up the clock, but we did talk about this exact scenario. You cannot eat up the clock and not score. You have to get in the end zone. And let's see what we can decide to do right here as they call a timeout to talk about it. Maybe we got to play in the playbook here. So Martin still over there talking to Colin. Offense on the field here at the 4th and goal from the 6-yard line as the Mustangs are trying to get out. Listen to this.
Yeah, it is 4th and goal.
On the field here. I mean, we see.
They got to get this in quick now. We're losing some time on that play clock. About 10 seconds now.
Yeah, here we go.
So here we go as we got slot left. I formation in the backfield. There's going to be a fake. That's going to be a pass. Jay-Sean's there. And we catch it for a touchdown. So the Mustangs score a touchdown. And Jay-Sean gets the catch from Colin Kelly. So the Mustangs get on the board on the 4th and goal from the 6-yard line as the Mustangs now a field goal, an extra point away from tying the ball game. Here, let's see, our offense is still on the field as the Mustangs. Nope, there goes the extra point, the field goal team. And so Dante Lozano coming up here to tie the ball game as the Mustangs get a touchdown on a 4th and goal from the 6-yard line.
Man, and that was seconds with him almost getting sacked.
Yeah. So great composure for Colin and good throw as there was a guy inside of Jay-Sean. And Jay-Sean had to stretch his arms, catch that ball for a touchdown. And the Mustangs 6-7 is the score. Extra point pin, and let's see if we can tie the ball game up with Dante Lozano. Hold, and is it good? Yep, it is good as the Mustangs now tie the ball game up here with 1 minute 32 left, and you're listening to Andrews Mustang Football on KCTF and 105.5.
Yeah, you should check out why First Community's number.
And we are back as the Mustangs are tied 7-7 here for a district championship to see if our defense can come out and get a stop. As Lakeview went fast, but hopefully we can make the adjustment, see what we can do. You know, that kind of reminds me of when we played Estacado. Estacado came out and scored in 2 plays, and then we held them for a while. And when I was talking to Harvey after that, he said that we ran a couple of wrong plays against them. They made that adjustment. So let's see if we can make that adjustment here with our defense, and hopefully we can pin them back deep, really.
Yeah, and I'm sure Richter's and Harder over there, something has to change, right? Hey, we're going to do this a little different, you know.
So we're a minute 32 left in the first quarter after Colin Kelly just threw a touchdown pass to Jay-Sean, and now we're tied 7-7. As kickoff is a pooch kick right there. They're going to fair catch it at the 31-yard line, about the 30. So the Mustangs defense coming out on the field. San Angelo's going to take over on the 30-yard line. So let's see what we got. Let's see if Raiders back on the field. Let's see. Brody's out there. Miller's coming back out. So Raiders not out there yet. So he might be hobbled with an ankle injury.
Yeah, he might be. He probably twisted. Maybe he came down. He jumped up. Maybe.
So that's a big play as they were trying to pick this. 14 is a stud right here. But Miller, like we mentioned, has had a lot of playing time. So Let's see what we got going on here. They're going to already be lined up. They got 2 receivers to either side. Shotgun formation by the running back.
We got to watch these crossers. So I noticed earlier they're crossing a lot.
They do cross a lot. That's going to be on the inside linebackers a lot. So let's see what we got. Shotgun formation. There's the snap. They're going to fake the handoff and they will false start as they had their guards pulled. And that was like a run pass option because their guards pulled. The running back was coming, but the quarterback pulled the ball and he was going to throw it. So on and out. So it's going to be first and 15, yes. So it's going to be first and 15. This drive starting off great for the Mustangs. As I mentioned earlier, Mustangs in a competition. We feel like we're in a competition on being louder, so we're going to start screaming if the Mustangs giving us a reason to scream.
Exactly.
We'll scream louder.
Hopefully they keep doing it. Hopefully the Mustangs can keep giving us a reason to yell.
Yep, here's the snap, shotgun formation. It's a quick pass out. They're going to throw it. Brody's right there. Good coverage right there for Brody as the ball was thrown a little high. So now it's going to be a 2nd and 15 as the Mustangs, they just tried to run about a 7-yard hitch. And he come in, Brody was on coverage, and the ball was overthrown, so incomplete pass.
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't really move there. He just kind of stayed in the same spot, so that line got pushed back into him.
Yeah. A lot of play action is going to kind of bring our linebackers forward, so those crossers are going to be important for our linebackers. Once you realize the quarterback pulled it, you need to drop.
Yeah.
3 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Pistol formation in the backfield. He's going to just throw a screen pass to number 14.
There's Sammy. He heard Sammy.
He heard Sammy's steps right there. Sammy was ready to hit somebody as he drops that ball, so it's going to be now 3rd and 15. See if the defense can get off the field right here with a minute 20 left in the first quarter.
See, and this is why these games, like, you imagine 76 points, it's because it's incomplete pass, right? Stopping the clock, there's a lot of time on that clock, right?
And that's why it's so important for us to run the clock in our offense and then end with a touchdown like we did.
Exactly.
So we want to chew the clock up and let them get 3 and out right here if we can. So same formation, 3 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. They got a pistol formation in the backfield.
Watch the screen right here.
Watch the screen. Let's see, single coverage. They're going to run the jet sweep. They're going to fake it. He fakes the handoff. He's got somebody up the middle. It's that crosser that we were just talking about. We can get a tackle, and he does get the first down. It's that crosser that we were talking about. He came from the left side. He came from the left side. Those linebackers have got to pass them off to each other. Is what's got to happen. So first down now.
They thought it was jet sweep, right? So they take off to hit that and they come around.
So it's going to be first down as they got the ball down to the 46-yard line. 1st and 10. 2 receivers to either side.
But the Chiefs going fast once again.
Man.
Here's the snap. They're going to drop back for a pass. It's another crosser. And he gets across. That's going to be a tough one right there. I think that one right there, you want to get pressure on that quarterback as he gets 25-yard gain right there down to the 36-yard line of the Mustangs as we got to get pressure. And that right there, you can't expect somebody to cover across all the way across the field.
Yeah, either that or you're going to have to run man on man, right?
Yeah, we're running zone.
I think we're man on man now.
There's a drop back pass. There's a quick pass to number 3. He's going to try to get out. He gets the 10 as Brody makes that tackle, but not before he gets the first down. So here they go as they're still rolling after a 10-yard gain right there.
I think Tommy came down. He's covering that slot now.
Yeah, he is. Let's see if we can make a play right here as the Mustangs defense is reeling right now. 2 receivers to either side. There's the snap, drop back pass. We're going to rush. Oh, and did he catch it? He missed it as Tommy Evans had that coverage right there, strapped him up right there as the Mustangs calls a incomplete pass here with 32 seconds left. Game's tied 7-7 as that time we got pressure.
Yes, that's
we need it. I think that's going to be the key here. As we got to get pressure. We're running zone, but if they allow their receivers to cross and clear our zone, they're going to get that pass. So we need to get that pressure on them. I think that's key. Let's see what we can do. They're in bunch right here. They got 2 receivers to either side, but they're basically in bunches. Let's see. 2nd and 10. Ball's on the. They're going to turn around and hand it off. He does get a 6-7 yards. He's going to be down to 8-yard gain right there. It looks like he's getting down to the 19. So that's going to be a 7-yard gain. 3rd and 3.
Now they're going quick again.
They're going quick. Let's see what they got as they're running the same formation. Let's watch a bootleg out of this now. They do only need 3 yards, but they might run a boot as they got the 2 receivers, but man, they're basically right next to them. It should be, it's 0, so now it's going to go be the end of the 2nd quarter. That's probably why it wasn't running yet.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on?
So that's the end of the 1st quarter. Going into the 2nd quarter, tied 7-7 here in this district championship, and you're listening to Andrews Mustang Football on KCTF and 105.5.
that lead here.
And we're back as the Mustangs are in a battle right here, 7-7 here going into the second quarter. Mustangs defense trying to hold them off as it's a 33 from the 19-yard line of the Mustangs. So the Mustangs, we can look over there. Raider is leaning on some crutches over there, so I think his game is over. Not really sure the injury, maybe ankle or something. So we're going to be leaning on Adrian Miller, the junior, and Brody at the cornerback position. So now they got a 3-back formation. This is like a little beast formation. It's a pup formation. There you go. They're just going to snap it. He's going to try to get around to the left side. And let's see if we can make that tackle. And does he get the 3? Yeah, he does. He gets 4. He needed 3, got 4 to the 15. Wasn't quite an excellent run like the announcer next to me said. Yeah. Just a run to the left.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just more guys than is on that one side. Yeah. Blocking for him. So. We're going to stay in this formation.
Yeah, stay in this wildcat formation. Somebody's got. That's going to be a pass now. Brody right there. There's a touchdown as they just pulled us right there. As they snapped it to the quarterback there instead of the wildcat formation for a touchdown. Let's see where that came from. I don't know who came from.
They were the tight ends. Is what it was.
The tight ends. So I'm not sure if that's the safeties that are supposed to cover that or Brody. Brody set up outside. So that guy's already got an advantage on the cornerback. If that's the cornerback's position, they got that advantage, and that's probably why they ran it. But
and I think Pecos ran kind of similar to the same thing last week.
Yeah, and it was the safety supposed to roll over and get those over the top.
Yes.
So
just seam routes.
13-7, the Chiefs are winning, pinning extra the point. There's a snap. And it's a kick, and it's good. So now Mustangs trailing 7-14 here as they just ran that wildcat formation right there, and then they ran it to the left like a beast run, right, and to get the first down. And then that time they didn't snap it to the same guy. They snapped it to the quarterback. He dropped off, and the tight end just went for a seam right there.
We saw the same look twice. Once on third down.
They are talking to Brody right there. They might be telling him that was his guy. I always look to see who the coaches go talk to. So that might have been on Brody. He's talking to Coach Harvey right there. Let's see what they say because they're gonna have to make that adjustment right there and figure out the coverage there.
And I wouldn't think that would be his guy because wouldn't he be the flats? Because you would be playing thirds right there, right?
Yeah. So you would be, and he's playing outside leverage of that tight end. So on a seam route to the inside, he's beat. Yeah. So if he goes outside, it might be the cornerback or Brody was lined up. One of the two, right? So either way, touchdown for the Lakeview Chiefs. So.
Yeah, let's see what they do here. Maybe we can get a return out of this kickoff.
Momentarily.
Yeah, because number 12 for Lakeview, Isaiah Rios, man, he has a leg. He's been kicking into the end zone all the time. So.
Yeah, but at some point, this guy right here, Seven's going to hit it. And he's hitting right there. He kicks it deep, man. He's got a leg. Got a leg, so that one goes into the end zone. So the Mustangs taking over again on the 25 for the third straight time. Mustangs have scored their last. They scored their last drive. The drive before that, they were doing what they wanted, and we just fumbled. So the Mustangs offense is being productive right here. But we need another long drive, 8 minutes or so. we got to remember that, and I know there's still 11:37 left in the second quarter, but we got to remember San Angelo gets the ball in the third quarter, and it's already going to take place, and that's why that fumble is so critical.
It is. He was big time.
You know, you want it to be able to be one ahead. Maybe we'd be up 14-7. You know?
So yeah, those possessions now mean a lot in the game.
Yes, yeah. So the Mustangs coming out on the field.
They have a 15-16 point drive. Well, let's see if the Chiefs can operate this time around.
And a fumble again.
Yeah,
That's their false start.
Yeah, that was a false start that time.
I said, man, they're not calling anything.
Yeah, the pre-snap penalties, the referees are not real big at calling them, but they got that one, so it's going to be a 1st and 15. This drive's going to start just like the Lakeview Chiefs drive started a minute ago, but they got in for the ends in the touchdown, so hopefully ours ends the same way. So the Mustangs got a 1st and 15, balls now on the 20-yard line, 11:35 left here in the second quarter. We're trailing 7-14. See if Mustangs offense can start wearing them out. Jay Sean was talking to the referee, asking him what was wrong. Did he go in motion there?
No, I think it was center. I think everybody moved but the center, right?
Okay, I got you. I was looking down. So we got wing left, wing right. There's gonna be that sweep to the. There you go. I'm gonna see if Jay Bo can get outside, and he does. We gotta see the big old block and Bo's gone. Bo's at the 50-yard line, the 40, 30. Bo can moonwalk if he wants into the touchdown. Touchdown. Just like that, the Mustangs are down, trailing 13-14 as they score right there. Bo Hudson gets outside. We got a hurt Mustang on the field, but the Mustangs with the 80-yard touchdown by Bo Hudson. He just goes to the left side and he gets out. But if you watch this replay next to me, I think I see a pancake coming up right there. Jay Sean pancake somebody nasty right there to spring Bo Hudson, and he goes 80 yards for a touchdown. I can't tell who's down for the Mustangs as we got an injured player. Extra point pinned in right here.
Yeah, I can't either.
Let's see. Hopefully it's not somebody too hurt. Maybe I don't see them stretching them. We got our lineman coach and Pierce right there over them. So big run right there for Bo Hudson as the Mustangs can score too. And I think Lakeview Chiefs are finding that out right now. Let's see. He got
he's up.
That is 84. That's the young freshman.
Yeah, that's Pierce,
right?
Yeah,
Pierce. Yeah, so no wonder Coach Pierce. I just said he was right there watching him. So
maybe he got the air knocked out of him or something. He wasn't really. I mean, he was.
Yeah, he was walking off. Right. So the Mustangs coming here with the extra point, trying to tie the ball game up as we're now trailing 13-14. I don't know if you noticed, but that announcer's quiet right now.
He's very quiet. We just got to start yelling and hitting the table again.
Yeah. So the Mustangs are, there we go. We're trying to get somebody out, I think maybe in there for Max Pierce, or not Max. Max is his older brother. I don't know. His name is
Matthew. So yeah, it is Matthew.
But I was saying Max.
Oh, Max. Sorry.
Snap, kick, hold kick, and it's good as the Mustangs now tie the ball game up here with 11:22 left in the second quarter. You're listening to Andrews Mustang Football on KACTF at 105.5. The Mustangs are now tied 14-14. Jaylee Barnes, that is the announcer for the San Angelo Lakeview, and as you notice, we're tied, and he is quiet. So
yeah, no words being said now.
So 11:22 left here in the second quarter as the Mustangs are tied 14-14 here in what we expected a close game against the Lakeview Chiefs. And this is what you want, in a game like this. Lakeview. I think we played them the last few years, and we put 60 points on them up and, beating them easy in the last 2 years. And I know they're just itching to get us back, right?
Yeah,
and right now, they've already showed me enough to know that they're a very, very well coached and very talented team.
Yeah,
they hit fair catches that one at the 25, so I think they're going to start at the 30 as the Lakeview Chiefs are.
I think we came here maybe 2 years ago, am I thinking right? And
yes,
we beat them 70 to 14.
Yeah.
And we walked off and they were high-fiving. They loved it, right?
Yeah, they're just some kids enjoying football.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe they knew they were young and their better years were coming, right?
Yeah.
And this is the year as the Lakeview fans. I mean, their crowd is packed.
Yeah, packed. Yeah.
I got a text message saying, "Hey, we haven't seen this many Lakeview fans in a long time."
Ever.
Yeah. And that's you know, it's got to be exciting for them.
For sure.
As they got 2 receivers to either side now in a pistol formation. There's going to be a drop back pass. He throws it, and let's see, Miller's there for the tackle, and it's going to be about a 4-yard gain, I think. Let's see, the referee's not moving. We're moving a little slow. Might have been asleep. They gave him 5, 6.
Oh, 6.
Yeah, they gave him 6. So the Mustangs are now in a 2nd and 4. Ball's going to be on the 31-yard line.
But they first, at least came first.
Let's see what they do right here. That was just like a
Man,
little
if the defense can get a stop right here, it'd be huge. As they got 2 receivers to either side.
Second, actually 4. They give 6.
Snap is going to hand it off up the middle, and he makes it. He gets the first down. As see if we can pull that ball out. Number 12, pretty good, pretty hard runner as he gets himself about 10 yards. Gets down to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, we got to have some bend, don't break, right?
Yeah. You know, defense will eventually need to make a stop on both sides. You know, and that's really going to be the difference of the game. So, but we don't want to let them score and then get the ball at third quarter and score again and be down 2 scores. So the defense has got to get a stop at some point. Let's start being ahead. There's a bunch formation right here again. Motion, jet sweep right there, and we're there to make that tackle. Who was that? That's Sammy Saldivar. That's Brody Nelson.
Yeah,
Brody Nelson right there. Ben B and Brody Figueroa pursuing as well. So we held them to just 2 right there. So the ball's gonna be on the 41-yard line here with
10 to go here in
just under 10 minutes. Tie ball game right here, 14-14.
I would expect some of those crossers again when they get the deep yardage situation.
Yeah, it's going to be about putting pressure. We need to I'd blitz Sammy or Pablo a lot. This is that formation. See, there's a snap. They're going to run the seams. And Tommy's there for that one. They do. He checks down. Brody's going to be there for the tackle for an 8-yard gain right there. I think he's going to get out at the 48-yard line. So
we covered that
3rd and 2. We did cover that great, and he had to check it down. Let's see who was supposed to be at that flat. We had 2 people, I think Brody Nelson and Brody Figueroa, the 2 Brodies, about 8 yards deep. I think one of them was supposed to be covering that running back out of the backfield. So it's going to be 3rd and 1. Ball's on the 48-yard line.
I would expect a handoff here, but, I mean, they throw it pretty good. So
Yeah, you're right. Number 12, he runs. He doesn't run. He's not a power runner, but he's hard to take down. He's pretty shifty. Yep.
Here we go. Spread out a lot better.
There's the snap. It's going to be a drop back pass. And he does complete that pass as just a quick 5-yard hitch right there.
Yeah, number 3, Nick.
Yeah.
Leyva.
I think we'll see one of our cornerbacks jump that here in a minute. As you gotta respect their speed on those deep passes. So it's gonna be 1st and 10, ball spotted right on the 45-yard line of the Mustangs. Lakeview's not huddling as he got out of bounds, so it's 9:27 left here in the 2nd quarter.
That block from the offensive line is holding it up excellently thus far. Back to the original look. We actually have a flex on the left. And
2 receivers to either side. They're going to jet sweep it. And he doesn't hand it off, so it's going to be a...
He's looking to pass. He goes to the seat.
Oh, Sammy was there. They do catch it as that ball was perfectly thrown right over the outstretched arms of Sammy Saldivar. And he catches it, and he gets down to it looks like he's going to be down at the 17-yard line. So that was a 30-yard catch right there.
I think right there, too, the play action pulls Sammy in just enough, right?
I mean, Sammy had the coverage just right over his outstretched arm. So the Mustangs are reeling here as the ball's now 1st and 10. Ball's on the 17-yard line.
The only good thing about this is they're leaving a lot of time out there, right?
Yeah, they are, yeah. So if we can get the ball back and go score, let's see if we can keep them to a field goal. 3 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. Brody will be covering the flats right here to see. They're going to fake the handoff. There we go. We get the sack right there.
Boom!
Jason Mendoza. Jason Mendoza on some defense right there as he gets the sack and he throws him down at the... It looks like he's going to be down at the 22-yard line. No, 27-yard line for a 10-yard loss with 8:37 left in the half. Let's see if we can do that again. As Jason Mendoza on defense. I've been begging for that. As he's going to be a great... He's not the defensive end right now.
Yeah, he's
fired. He is. So that's our Jason Mendoza making a play right here on the defensive side. 2nd and It's going to be 2nd and 20.
Coach, 8 minutes to go, 8:15 and counting here in the first
Yeah, he's a little quicker guy there.
Jay Sean's playing defensive end on the other side.
Oh, he is.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get him in there. Jason Mendoza getting held again.
Oh, that's holding right
They
there.
should have. Why did they not throw the holding? It's Jason Mendoza and Jay Sean. They got some speed at the defensive end side right now.
Man, Sammy almost had that interception right there. What do we got coming up here? 3rd and 20?
Yeah, 3rd and 20 right here. The Mustangs can get off the field.
Hey, watch that speed, though, because right here, like we talked earlier, you might have a screen come in right here with that speed.
Yeah.
What do we got running right here? We only got 3 defensive linemen.
Yeah, it's Jay Sean and Jason Mendoza with the speed. And there's going to be a fall, timeout. Let's see, Mustangs call a timeout. So the Mustangs calling a timeout with the 3rd and 20 with 8:03 left here in the 2nd quarter. And you're listening to Andrews Mustang Football on KCTF and 105.5.
So will we. You're watching Chiefs football. You're a
And we are back as the Mustangs are trying to get off the field here on the 3rd and 20. But we were just talking offline as we want to watch that scene. That's where they scored 2 touchdowns on those scenes. Or no, they scored 1 touchdown and then the other one they got the 30-yard catch. So if you can watch that scene, maybe have a safety over the top and then a cornerback on the outside. And then the crossers. But with Jason Mendoza and Jay Sean with some little bit of speed right there on the defensive end side right there, I don't know if they'll have time to run that crosser.
Yeah, they're going to have to speed it up a lot.
We're only rushing 3 guys. We're rushing Jason Mendoza, Jay Sean, and then Barrett as the nose guard right there, the young sophomore. So they got 3 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right, pistol formation. They're going to drop back for a pass. Jay Sean's being held, and Miller's right there for. Jay Sean is being held. They are not calling the hold right there.
Oh, they called it. They called it. Yes, they called it.
Mustangs, Jay Sean was getting back there, holding on the Lakeview. That's going to be a 3rd and 30 now as Miller is limping now. We can't have that as Raiders already out, but they did catch it at the goal line. Miller had good coverage.
He did, yeah. I think he tried to go up before the ball got
there. Yeah, he missed time the judge, but they did hold.
And that's going to be all day long. They cannot contain Jay Sean or Jace on the edges there.
Yeah, they held Jace the play before.
Yes,
they held Jace the play before. They didn't call it. They held Jay Sean right there. So it's going to be a 3rd and 30. But look, here's what we have. Rocky Stevens is moving to cornerback because Miller's limping. And we got Jaden Bustamante coming to safety.
Let's see what happens here. I think that's a good thing. Hey, that's an adjustment, right?
Yes.
That's an adjustment.
Yes.
Halfway through the second quarter,
throwing those guys at defensive end, and those guys can't handle them right now. Let's see what we got. As we got 3rd and 30. Watch a screen pass, and that's going to be a quick. He's going to get outside. Brody's going to get the interception.
Oh!
Man, Pablo undercut Brody for an interception as he was going to get that interception, but either way, it was an incomplete pass. Now it's going to be a 4th and 30, as I think they might, I don't know if they're going to go for it or punt, but I don't think the kicker can make this will end up being a 55-yard field goal if he does kick it. So,
hey, right here, this is a stop that we needed. We need this big time. Let's see what we do. Man, I liked it too. I think he saw Sammy coming downhill at him. He's like, man, I got to get rid of it.
Hey, they're keeping the offense on the field right here. As you know, you're in no man's land, right?
Yeah.
You can't kick a field goal. If you punt, you might make, if it goes in the end zone, you make 20 yards, right?
Yeah,
so they're keeping the offense on the field. Now they're calling a timeout. So the Mustangs are. There's a timeout with 7:47 left here in the second quarter, tied 14-14, and you're listening to Andrews Mustang Football on KCTF and 105.5. We're back as the Mustangs got a 4th and 30 right here. Their offense is staying on the field, but I mean, it would be devastating if they gave this up. So the Mustangs are probably going to play some kind of like a pregame defense right here. Let them catch it in front of you and then make a tackle, right? Is Miller back out there? Miller's still on the side. Yeah, they're still pulling him off. Rocky playing cornerback over there.
Oh no, Miller's still there.
Miller's back out there.
He just looked like he got some tape on.
Okay, yeah. So Miller's back out there. Brody over here. Let's see if I would drop that quarterbacks farther. I would drop them back farther right here. But they're punting. They're in a punt formation here. But we're playing defense. So let's see. Let that bounce. Okay, and that ball's going to go out of bounds about the 12-yard line, and that's where the Mustangs are going to take over. That's a big series right there for the Mustangs, and that's what we're talking about. 7:40 left here in the second quarter. Let's see if we can go back and get another touchdown and get ahead right here, get points, and maybe take up all the clock.
Yeah, so now you know with those adjustments,
man,
we can play defense with them, right?
So Jason and Jace right there, man, every single time they're being held because they're just beating them around the corner.
Yeah, they're too
fast. The only thing you worry about that is, then they're going to run in the middle, which we still have Sammy and Pablo there, but we're only running a 3-man line.
Yeah, so you have big gaps up there in front.
And I would just keep filtering out that nose guard. Ramirez that time, Moose the next time, and then Nomley, and then Lane, and then, just keep rotating them, So,
yeah, and I think you could probably put a bigger body out there on one side and just rotate maybe Jay Sean and Jace. Maybe, kind of see what that looks like.
At least you have one guy that's fast that's going to get to him, and that's something that we've never seen. So here comes we got I formation, offset eye to the right. It's going to be counter, and it's going to be Blas Hernandez. He's across the 15, and he goes down to the 16-yard line, does Blas Hernandez, as he gets himself 6 yards or about 5. Number 6 coming out on the field. Let's see if we can run it as they're subbing, but
I like that.
Counter. That was the counter out of that I formation.
Yes.
Right? So.
Yeah, as you can see, like earlier with Bo, we can score. We can score quick.
Yeah, we can. See what we got. We got 15 left on the play clock. Collins a little confused. Hopefully that doesn't make a difference. 7:07 left here. We got to hurry. We got 8, 7, which we're pretty fast right here. There's going to be Colin up the middle. Oh, and he gets no gain right there.
Man, I don't know.
He lost one right there to the 15. And Colin was a little confused right there. I think he just needs to get it and cut it up.
Yes.
He's still trying to look outside, but sometimes the outside's there. But I think right now it's about that to be the 5 hole.
I think for
inside the defensive end is where he needs to go.
Yeah, I think for him that'd be the 3. So I think he hits it there. He can get up inside and then bounce out.
Yeah, and then bounce out. Yeah, so. He's still looking. He might be looping his bootleg too much.
Yes.
And then he can't get inside. So maybe just turn around instead of actually bootlegging. So it's going to be 3rd and about 6. There's the same formation we scored on a minute ago. But we fake it. We go Jay Sean up the middle. And Jay Sean's good. Jay Sean is scoring. He's across the 50. Now he's across the 40, the 30, the 20. The 10.
Oh, they're going to call a flag back there.
Oh, and they call a flag.
On what?
They're going to pick it up. There's a flag. As Jay Sean scored, let's see what the flag is going to be called.
Hey, the center, Roberts is saying it's on them.
The center's saying it's on San Angelo because he asked the ref pointed this way, and he come and scored. As Jay Sean it's going to be an 85-yard touchdown so far for the Mustangs. Let's see what happens. Personal foul, face mask, defense. It's going to be a touchdown for Jay Sean, 85 yards. The Mustangs get ahead 20-14 with the extra point pending.
Man, that was 3rd and 6.
You know what happened right there? The defense, I even saw them. We lined up with the same formation that Bo scored on, and they all started pointing that way. They fake it to him, Jay Sean up the middle for a touchdown.
Boom.
Perfect play call. Love it. I love it. I love it. So the Mustangs are now up 20-14 here with 5:59 left in the second quarter. Extra point pending. There's a snap. Hope. Kick. He missed it. He missed it. So it's going to be 20-14. So we're going to go to the station with 5:59 left here in the second quarter. Mustangs winning 20-14. And you're listening to Andrews Mustang Football on KCTF at 105.5. And we are back as the Mustangs are leading 20-14. Extra point. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite us as Dante pulled that one to the left. But Mustangs leading 20-14 with 5:59 left here in the second quarter as Jay Sean. So Bo has himself an 80-yard touchdown. Jay Sean has himself an 85-yard touchdown.
So looking at it right now, Jay Sean at 104 yards and Bo's at 113.
So that 15-yard penalty is going to be taken off right here. So we're going to be kicking off on the 45 of the other team. So onside kick right here, right?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Or either onside kick or we've been pooching it. They've been getting the ball. I would try to pooch it. Man, he's a soccer player. He places it. I've seen him pass the ball. He can place it probably right at that 0 over there on the 10.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and let's see what he can do. Is Dante, man, he's as I said, he's a soccer player. I watched him play. Let's see what we got going on.
Man, I don't know if you don't hit a knuckleball and try to hit one of these big boys.
You're right. You don't do a normal kick right
No.
here. Is what I would do. They're going to do an onside kick to the left side, the way he's set up right here. Yeah, there it is. Against the bounce. We got the bounce. And they get it at the 30.
Did he fumble it?
Let's see. It's he does fall on it at the 30. So onside kick and the same result if they start on the 30. Are they saying our ball?
No, they got a guy down.
Oh, they got somebody down. Okay.
No, hold on. They're saying our ball.
Yeah,
though.
our coach is pointing our way. Let's see what. I don't know what's happening here.
Coach Harvey's saying it's our ball.
Yeah,
is that Harvey?
He's saying we got the ball. Let's see what they say. Nope, they're saying it's Lakeview ball. So, but they do have a player down. Let's see who it is.
So officially, it is Chiefs ball.
So the ball's gonna be spotted on the 20.
It's not looking good. They're doing some nasty shots.
9 plus 1 is on the 30-yard line. Had to finish my 20 part. Let's see what they do with the defense right here. We got Ramirez down
Jason's
there.
out there.
So Jason is out there, yes. Let's see. I don't think we have Jay Sean out there on the other side. But like you said, I would keep Jace on one side or the other. Rotate.
Yes.
There comes Jay Sean right now. Yeah. And Ben B's coming off the field.
So right here too, like I said earlier, you gotta watch the screen, especially with 3 down linemen.
The only thing about that with the screen, and I worry about it because Jace and Jay Sean don't play a lot of defense, is recognizing it.
Yes.
But they have the speed. Once they recognize it, they
They'll
have the
get
speed
there.
to get there.
Yeah.
But it's recognizing it early. We still haven't got a number on the kid that's hurt. He's still down.
Yeah, and I'm
He's coming up
wondering.
now.
I wonder what happened there because the Mustang coaches were saying it was our ball.
Yeah. I think, but it looked like when he got it, he was on his knees. And then maybe he fumbled it after it, which it would have been down as soon as he was on his knees. Number 7. Was that number 7? Or 1? 1. That's number 1. Okay.
Yeah, DJ
I was gonna
Munoz.
say that would have shocked me if they had 7 out there.
Yeah, the
that's
quarterback.
That's why I was shocked. But yeah, that looks like it might be number 1.
He
looks
might
like
have took a shot to the back.
Yeah, he's holding the lower back. He is walking off on his own, but he's holding his lower back. Good dude. He's walking off by himself.
Yeah. He did take a nasty shot as he recovered the onside kick attempt
Nasty shot.
by Andrews, and he was down for quite some time. He was moving right away, but it still was not very fun to watch there. Nonetheless, the Chiefs will have to be able to look past that and keep this game going.
So the Mustangs are defense out on the field. We do have Jay Sean and Jace, but now they switch sides. Nope. Yeah, okay, now they're back to the normal size. They got 2 receivers to either side. Pistol formation. Let's see what they got. There's a snap, handoff, up the middle. There's up the middle. That's what you worry about with that defensive line. As we're running 3, they do get 4. Maybe to the 35, they got 5. Man, that yard marker is going a full yard in front of the referee.
Ball. Yeah,
there you moved it back right there. So let's see if we same formation. Hand it off right there again. He fakes it. He's just gonna throw it out there. There's a good tackle right there by Brody Nelson, but he does get the first down. So.
Yeah, and I feel like that's more like their bread and butter's passing, right?
Yeah,
so they're not going to just lean on that run, I don't think.
Yeah, you're right. I agree. So we got to get some pressure, but they got to throw fast like that.
Yes.
And if they
so it won't be the crossers. It won't
shouldn't
be
the crossers with the deep stuff. That's what we're hoping, right? So two receivers to either side. Pistol formation. There's a snap. Hand off up the middle. We're there. Sammy Saldivar right there. And who else right there? Ramirez. And somebody else is on the bottom. That's 56. Pablo. Bejarano. But they do get 3 yards there.
7. As we are now taking our 5 to go here in the first half.
Yeah, let's see if the defense can get one
Mustangs
more
leading 20-14. Man, if we can get a stop and go score again.
Yes.
There's a same formation. There's going to be a drop back pass. He's looking right. Oh, we almost had a cruise, almost had an interception as he undercut that slant right there. and the ball goes in and out of his hands. So now it's going to be a clock stopped at 4:45. It's going to be a 3rd and 7. Xavier Cruz with a diving.
So they flared out that running back, and Cruz was about to go get him.
But he saw the rest of the quarterback.
He tried to sneak that receiver right behind him.
Yeah. We need our inside linebackers on those plays to drop fast. They got to drop out and back. So it's going to be 3rd and 7. 4:45 left here in the second quarter. Mustangs leading 20-14. There's a quick pass. It's going to be a screen. There, Jay Sean makes that tackle for and lost a 4. So lost a 4-3. So it's going to be 4th and 10. 4:30. Mustangs need to call timeout right here.
Did they?
No, not yet. But they're going to bring the punt team out. So the Mustangs, one came off. There goes another one.
Okay.
Brody Nelson needs to. So 3.
Yes.
Somebody needs to come off.
Yeah, somebody got to get up.
We need. Bustamonte's coming off right here. So punt formation, but they're letting the clock run. We call timeout.
I think we still had 12.
Yeah, I think we did too. You want to see 3 come off, 3 come on, or vice versa. So the Mustangs hold them to 4th and 10, 4:05. If we're going to call timeout, I'd like to see that at 4:30.
Yeah.
But
get set up. Right?
Get set up. Yeah. You want to get. I think we still have 1 timeout left. No, we're out of timeouts.
Yeah, we're out of timeouts.
So I guess trying to save that timeout for when you're on offense, so you can control the clock. But
hey, this is pivotal right here, though. Great stop. We need to go This is enough time for us to go capitalize. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
But hey, football fans, if you're in the market for a new car or truck, just look close at Mitchell Automotive Group. That's Mitchell Toyota on Knickerbocker Road in Mitchell.
All right, so the defense back out there. Big play right there is the screen. They tried to run that screen to the left side, and the receivers, Brody Nelson on the left side, Brody Figueroa on the left side, and clogged it up, and he tried to cross the field, and Jay Sean was there to make that tackle.
And like we talked about the speed, right?
Speed, yes. Yep. So set up for a punt. 4:05 left here in the second quarter. Stay onside. There you go. Punt or snap. Punt. Ooh. It's going to go to the right side. It's going to be out at the 32-yard line is where the Mustangs are going to take over. So the offense coming out back out there, and we can go up 2 scores. It'd be huge this half right here as the Mustangs defense will come up with 2 stops against the Lakeview, who's not used to being stopped. Putting up 70 points. They're probably averaging 50 points a game.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, like that's what we talked about too, right? Preseason schedule, right? So we've had a little harder schedule. There's, maybe a little.
We talked about size on their defensive line. We've seen it.
Yes.
We've seen size and athleticism. Mm-hmm. So Mustangs are not seeing anything they hadn't seen yet.
Yeah, you go back and you think about it, the Estacados, the Greenwoods, the Memorials, all those guys.
They're always big, yeah. So the Mustangs have been through it.
Especially
Lindsey Nelson graduated from San Angelo, one of the San Angelo schools here at the stadium. Slot left, T formation. It's a pass. We got Jay Sean's going deep. And he just missed it as he did get behind him, but he started falling past him. But I love that play call as the Mustangs try to go home run. Yeah, take the shot. It stops the clock. It'll be 2nd and 10. Ball still on the 32-yard line. He had him. Perfect throw. Jay Sean just lost his balance trying to catch that.
And some of these are running in like a smaller lineman here, like 59 is running in, 62 is running off.
62, that's big nose guard right there. So let's see what we can do. I wouldn't panic. Don't throw it. We still have time to run the ball. 3:51 left here in the half.
But that was actually the second pass tonight.
Slot left, I formation.
What happened here?
He had to. The ball started rolling. Let's see what they say. Because the ball started rolling and our
that's why Jay Sean took off.
Yeah, so the ball started rolling and our center had to grab it. They're not going to call a penalty. They're going to call a penalty because the ball started rolling. Good play right there. Thanks.
The only thing that I kind of get worried about there is Jay Sean's going for another.
Yeah, but so he went. He had to reach for the ball because it started moving. So they didn't call a penalty there.
We actually. Brian was
let's see what they call it here.
We're actually watching at home tonight, so thank you, sir.
So let's go. It's going to be slot left, I formation.
But unfortunately, the flag got waved off.
There you go. It's going to be Jace Mendoza. He gets the ball going to the left side. He's going to get to the 40, and he's got 9 yards right there as the Mustangs are. I wonder if we're going to be in NASCAR mode right here. We're not, as it's 3:40 left here in the second quarter. Ball's now.
See if we can get this
3rd and 1, yeah.
If we get this, maybe we're in NASCAR.
Yeah.
They did the whole left side move. The center's on the ball. What are we doing? I don't know what happened there. Hopefully we're.
I think right here, I don't know if Jay Sean's back out there, but that lead, that lead, that lead, I would go with that lead and get this first down.
So a lot more manageable here.
So 3rd and 1, ball's on the 41-yard line of the Mustangs. He's got a slot left, T formation. There's going to be ball up the middle. They threw a flag, but he just motioning. Nobody moved.
A false start by Andrews.
Man, I do not understand that because if they're calling it on Jay Sean, but he's not on the line. He's not on the line.
So let's see, it's a 5-yard penalty. So it's going to be a 3rd and 6.
I still don't know what happened on that other play. I mean, it was obvious 2 guys jumped, and then all of a sudden they just like no flag and go again. Like, I'm not sure what happened there.
I'm not understanding that play. He's off the line. I mean, it's just like if a receiver's going to go in motion, right?
I think we ran into that here last year, or 2 years ago. I'm not really sure. So it's going to be a 3rd and 6. Ball's going to be down the 36-yard line.
Man, this right here, I don't know what you do if you get to 4th and 1, do you go for it?
Yeah. I would think so. We got slot right, I formation. Make sure everybody's lined up. There you go. It's going to be a pass, Jay Sean. Oh, man, he just overthrew us. So now we stop the clock. 2:40 left. It's going to be 4th down and about 6. So the Mustangs are going to be in a punt situation here. And we're going to be relying on our defense to hold on and hold the lead.
I don't really like that call right there.
I'm not a big fan of it either.
I'd rather just run it, keep that clock going in the 2-minute warning.
Me too. Me too.
Forcing the quarterback.
Man, watch it right here. Jay Sean, he looped him there. He came down hard. I mean,
and he's playing a ton of minutes right now.
Yes.
Man, maybe we can see if he sees something. Maybe run these 2 guys off.
You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful in any fake play situation. They're a little tight here. Let's see what the Chiefs odds do here. So the motion.
Just run it. There's a punt.
It's a good punt.
Good punt. It's going to be across the 30, let it roll. It's going to get to across the 20. It's going to be to the 20, 19, 18-yard line, maybe 19 is where it's going to be down. So the Mustangs are defense are coming out on the field. There's a flag, though. What was this flag?
And I kind of feel like he almost had that edge.
Yeah, he would have. What's this flag? If this flag's on the defense, then we might be able to go for it. Let's see what it is.
Oh, he's pointing that way. He's pointing towards Lakeview side. Let's see.
Wait for the ref's call here. Looking at the Chiefs sideline.
Maybe offside.
Let's see what we got.
Looking for the result. I would assume this is holding something. I'm not entirely too sure here. No.
Yeah, legal formation.
Oh, on us.
They're going to make us punt again? I'd make us punt again. Because that was a great punt.
Oh, yeah. No, they're going to give them 5, right?
Oh, they're going to take the 5 out. Okay, they'll take the 5.
Yeah. So they get on the 24-yard line.
Nonetheless, it'll be 5 yards out to the end of the punt. It'll be Cade first down for the Chiefs at the 24-yard line. And look at that beautiful sight, folks.
Let's see if this defense, I mean, if they're in a quick play here, it'll be 2-minute warning.
Yeah, let's see who's on the defensive line.
Jay Sean again.
Jay Sean and Jason Mendoza still on the defensive line. Who's in the middle? Ramirez,
and then we got Sammy and
3 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. Pistol formation.
Last night for Central.
So it's going to be handoff up the middle. Big hole right there. Oh, man, they just, Tommy just ran over one of our defenders as he was trying to, so it's going to be a 40-yard run, and they're going to get down to the 48-yard line as the Mustangs are 2:17 left here in the seat, went out of bounds, so.
Clock shouldn't start, right?
Yeah, that's where this defense is going to hurt us right here. So it's going to be handoff up the middle again. Let's see if we can, he's down, he's down right there. So the clock never ran. What's up with the clock? Clock never ran. Clock's still not running. What's going on with the clock?
Clock needs to be running.
Hey, the clock should be running. Yeah. Y'all saved them 50 seconds.
Yeah.
Pick right there. Let's see. Oh, that ball was tipped, and the Mustangs, they do catch it for.
We should have already been at the 2-minute warning.
Yeah. The guys next to us are not running the clock.
Officially first down.
So 2-minute warning now. The Mustangs finally get to the 2-minute warning, but it should have been before that. Sorry about that. So it's going to be a 1st and 10 when we come out of 2-minute warning. Ball's going to be spotted on the 38-yard line, and you're listening to Andrews Mustang Football on KACK from 105.5. And we are back as the Mustangs are defense is on the field. They were down this deep a minute ago, and we got a big sack, and then we held them off. So the Mustangs defense trying to hold them off. Lane Thomas in the middle now. Jayshawn and Jason Mendoza still running defensive end formation. They got 2 receivers to either side, pistol formation. 2 minutes left here in the half. Mustangs winning 20-14, and they're going to be a handoff up the middle. And Sammy Saldivar is going to be there, and he doesn't get the tackle, and he goes out of bounds just after a 5-yard gain, maybe a 6-yard gain. So it's going to be 2nd and 4.
Hey, so they're going to try to lull us to sleep a little bit, right? Keep handing off. They're going to pop one.
Ain't nobody going to sleep with this announcer next to them.
Yeah, for sure.
So the handoff. They're going to be trying to get out there. Cruz is cutting back. Let him cut back. Keep cutting back. Let him keep cutting back. There you go. The Mustangs get him with a 5-yard. As the Mustangs, they keep trying to run across the field, and the Mustangs got him for a 5-yard loss. So it's going to be a 3rd and 9. 1:35 left here in the half. As the Mustangs are trying to keep them out of the end zone. They're going fast. 130, 129. 2 receivers to either side. Let's go. You're going to drop back for a pass. And he's looking left. And he's nobody to throw it to. And now he's looking right. And then he throws it right there. Pick! We got an interception! Sammy Saldivar with the interception! He's running it back! He's going to the left side. He's across the 40. He gets out of bounds. As the Mustangs get an interception and hold the San Angelo Lakeview out of the end zone with a minute left in the second quarter. And you're listening to, so 20-14, Mustangs now have the ball, and we can go score with a minute 11 left here in the second quarter.
Man, the thing with that, too, if that quarterback, his first read's not there, he doesn't know where to go.
He doesn't. Right? So he looked to the left. Brody had his guy covered. Brody Nelson had the inside guy covered. He had nowhere to go. So then he started looking around. Jayshawn put pressure on him, and he just throws it to the middle.
Yeah.
And then it gets tipped up for Sammy Saldivar to get the interception and runs to the left side. So now the Mustangs take over here on the 42-yard line with 1st and 10 here with a minute and 11 left. Sorry, we got a little loud there, but I have to get loud in order for y'all to hear me because I already mentioned it.
Yeah.
So
we'll probably won't tone it down, but we'll keep it kind of mellow for a second.
We'll tone up. So he turns down. Tone up and tone down. We got that formation that we scored on a minute ago. Let's see if we run on it. Bo's coming around the right side today. He cuts it up. He hands it to Jayshawn. Jayshawn's going around the corner. That was a risky play as Bo tried to get to the right side outside, and he saw Jayshawn behind him, and he pitched it back to Jayshawn. Hey, if we hurry, we need a big NASCAR mode. There's 50 seconds left. So Bo pitched it back to Jayshawn, and I thought Jayshawn had the whole field, but there's still somebody there. I didn't see that defender. So we got 2nd down and 12, 40 seconds left. We got 2 receivers to the right side. Let's go. We're going to drop back for a pass. And a false start. They called a timeout. We ran the 2 receivers. They called a timeout.
They didn't know what to do there.
So the Mustangs are going to have a timeout with 34 seconds left here in the second quarter, leading 20-14. And you're listening to Andrews Mustang Football on KACTF at 105.5. And we are back as the Mustangs are trying to steal some points right here as we get an interception against Lakeview in their last drive. 34 seconds left here before the second quarter is over. Mustangs leading 20-14. We got the ball around the 40, so we're 60 yards is what we need.
And we saw the twins. We finally saw the twin receivers come out, you know.
That coach didn't know what to do.
Yeah, they were like,
they called timeout, so they gave us a clock stop there. You know, so I think we're probably getting 2 or 3 plays right here.
Right here.
At least 2. Yes. You know, if we get into a 3rd and 12, we'll probably slow it down. You know, but if we get to a 3rd and 5, let's speed it up. Let's go. Yeah, 3rd and under 5. See what we got. We got slot right, T formation. Jayshawn goes motion. There's going to be a pass. It's question mark screen. And we got it. Yeah, nobody's out in front. Jason Mendoza, make a block. Let's go.
Get out of bounds.
Jason Mendoza's still going. As he's across the 30. He's now across the 20. And he gets down. And
you gotta hurry.
Clock will stop. Clock has to stop, so we're going to go spike it. So 19 seconds left here. Ball's now on the 20-yard line. As soon as it's set, we'll clock it. Clock it. There we go. So that did not take 3 seconds. That did not take 3 seconds. But anyways, so 16 seconds left. Ball's now on the 20-yard line.
That was probably we were at the 40, correct?
The question mark screen worked again as Jace just needed 1 or 2 blocks right there. So we were on the 40. Yeah. We got down to 20. So 60. So it was a 40-yard run. So now we got 60. So we have to throw. Yeah, we have to throw right here. Let's see what let's see what Colin Kelly can do. Let's see if we can get in the end zone. 16 seconds left. We got a field goal kicker that can make it.
I was going to call that play. I was going to say, hey, let's do that.
It was almost out there. Colin did really good to get it there. There's a timeout right there. As we had a guy, we had him 12 men on the field, but we weren't able to snap it. So it's going to be a timeout now. It's Jace Mendoza. Yeah, Jace Mendoza with the question mark screen. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. But Colin, he turns around and that kid's right in his face. Right in his face. And he just tosses it up. Jace Mendoza catches it. He had his lineman out in front of him. We were 1 block away from another touchdown.
Man.
Yes.
That was awesome.
That was great. So now the Mustangs need it. 16 seconds left. You know, if we can get in the end zone, make it a 2-score game, even a field goal. You know, but it's gonna be tough to get a field goal because either we have to be out of bounds or we got to get a first down and clock it.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So 16 seconds left. We do have passes. I would try to use the whole field on the passes. Jay-Sean on that third, Varick in this third, and somebody else on this third. You know, make the safety, make a decision, and let's make a pass. Colin can throw the ball.
He can throw the ball. That one too with is it Bo, where Bo kind of stinks out the backfield towards the sideline.
You're right. That one might be there.
Might be there to get out of bounds.
To get out of bounds. Tell Bo if you catch it, get out of bounds, and then maybe with 12 seconds left, we can run another play. You know.
Man, right here.
Let's see what we got. The Mustangs, see what they dialed up.
I don't know if you don't go throw twins to the Mustang sideline and see what they do.
Yeah, you're right. They panicked a minute ago.
They have no timeouts.
Yeah. So here's a slot left, I formation in the backfield. We're gonna drop back for a pass. Colin throws, get rid of it, and he throws it. Yeah, it's an incomplete pass. So 9 seconds left. 9 seconds left. Colin did great to not take the sack, or that half would have been over right there.
Yes.
So let's get another play. I say we get another play, go to the end zone. If we have any time on the clock after that, because that one took 7 seconds.
So this right here,
I don't run a play action. I just drop them back.
Yeah, drop them back.
Yeah. Let's drop them back.
And go into twins right here.
Go into twins on both sides.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Or twins on this side and Jay-Sean on the 14s. They're stud receiver right there. So Jay-Sean on one side or the other. Single coverage, you know. Let's see what we got. We got slot right, T formation, drop back for a pass, and it's a pass. It's got Jay-Sean in the middle. He's got him. Oh, interception. It's all right. Okay, it's okay. Just make sure you make the tackle. All right. So ball, interception. Oh, here we get the ball back. Oh, but it's 0 clock on the second. 0 seconds on the clock. So the Mustangs throw an interception right there, but the Mustangs are going into halftime, leading 20-14 in this district championship game as the defense gave up those 2 touchdowns and stepped it up.
Stepped it up big time.
Man, yeah.
With Jay-Sean and Jace at defensive end, I mean, that's probably
that's a huge play.
A lot more than
now, they're going to come back and probably run the ball because they did get a 40-yard run. That defense is not going to work on the run, right?
Yeah.
But it's a game of adjustments, and we made an adjustment, a huge adjustment. As when they were going down to score, we put them out there, and then there was 2 holdings. They only called 1 of them, but it put them in the 3rd and 30. So the Mustangs were able to get them off the field, and then the last 2 times we've gotten them off the field on an interception and 2 punts and an interception. So the last 3 times.
Yeah, you think about it too. Lakeview hasn't been in these kind of waters.
Not at all.
Yeah,
I don't think they've been down at halftime yet, except the games they've lost.
Yeah. So you think about it like that, they're trying to fight back. Right?
Yes.
You know, and it's kind of, we've been in some of these kind of games where, hey, it's tight all the way to the 4th quarter, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
You know, so.
You know, the games we've lost, I feel like there's 3 games that we probably should have lost. Bushland, Memorial, and Greenwood. They beat us.
Yes.
So the other games that we lost them in the 4th quarter.
In the 4th quarter,
You know, we were winning in a game like this right here. So, but Pecos, we were losing, and we won it in the 4th quarter. At Big Spring, we were losing. We won it in the 4th quarter. Monahans, we were losing. We won it in the 4th quarter. So like you were mentioning, we've had that experience in close games, and the Mustangs are. Hopefully, we can use it to win a district championship tonight.
Yep. Oh yeah. Exciting.
Yeah. So the Mustangs, we're 23-minute halftime. So the bands are about to come on. So the Mustangs are winning 20-14 at halftime, and you're listening to Andrews Mustang Football on KACTF and 105.5. Your social and And we are back as it's still halftime, but the Mustangs are getting ready to come on as both teams are out on the field stretching, getting warmed up. The Mustangs leading 20-14 here, about just under 3 minutes left till kickoff. Mustangs, in position to win the district championship, right?
In position, yeah. They just got to close this out. And the way they've been running the ball, right, and the drives that we've had, everything's been good except for the fumble, right? That's the only one right there. Fumble, right. If we don't have that, man, we might be up another touchdown.
You're exactly right. Our defense has stepped up and got the interception on the last drive, but then also forced 2 fumbles before that. So, game of adjustments, we talk about it all the time. It's a chess game, with the coaches and stuff. So, what is San Angelo going to do as we did put 2 faster defensive ends out there, but that leaves us vulnerable with the run, right?
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle, and we saw that at the end of the half right there as they just ate up the middle. So, it's going to put a strain on Bejarano and Sammy Saldivar. And then, our offense has to capitalize, right?
Yeah, and I don't know if you put the bigger guys back out and maybe just rotate Jay Sean and Jason.
I would probably do that, or maybe in passing downs, but they do move fast, so it's not like we can just sub it as we please, So the Mustangs are about to run out, as is Lakeview. We're about 1:45 before halftime. That moon's shining bright, right? Just like that gold football is going to be shining in our hands after this game, hopefully, right?
District champs.
District champs is what we're going for right now. The Mustangs are trying to defend the district championship, and last year was easy. I think we won our district games by average of like 40 points.
Easy.
This year it hasn't been so easy. An 8-point win against Big Spring. Losing at halftime against Pecos, and then this one right here in a dogfight against San Angelo Lakeview, who they've improved significantly.
Yes, and it seemed like a culture change, right? I mean, you said we came here 2 years ago. There was maybe 30 fans in the stands
at a home game.
And we were like, this is so weird. And now, man, these stands are packed. I mean, of course,
they ran out at the same time, so they've been competing in that aspect. The Mustangs are looking to finish this district championship run right here, is where the winner plays Burnett, which Burnett beat San Angelo earlier this year. We beat Burnett last year in the first round of the playoffs. So the winner plays Burnett here at this stadium. The Mustangs will play here in the stadium. I imagine San Angelo will meet somewhere farther east. So the winner plays here. If we win, we play here on Thursday next week against Burnett. If we lose, which I don't think is going to happen, we play Lampasas on this field in next Thursday. I know nothing about Lampasas.
Nothing at all.
Not even know how to spell that.
Don't even know where it's at.
Yeah, don't even know where it's at. It's somewhere over there. I think I drove through it when we were driving to Austin.
Yeah, I bet.
So the Mustangs will be kicking off right here as San Angelo. It was crucial that the Mustangs held them out of the. So we're still up 1 score. Of course, they'll take a 1-point lead if they make the extra point, as we missed our last extra point. But the Mustangs defense been stepping up, so see if we can continue that run. Raider Harvey went down in that first drive on a big pass deflection that he had, but he went down and he's been out since the whole game. So Miller stepped in, Brody and Miller at cornerback. The defensive line, we're doing a lot of different stuff there, and we talked about it already. So Mustangs defense stepping up. They're about to hit the field again.
Let's see what they can do.
Yeah. The guy next to us still on horse, so you're still hearing him.
Yeah, he was over there working the vocal cords at halftime. So
you gotta be a little careful here. As you see these shirtless get kick off, and it's going to be.
And there's the kick. It's going to be he's going to drop. Nope, he catches it right around the 30. Goes out of bounds up to 36. Sorry, the camera did not follow, but they're going to take over about the 37 is where the Lakeview offense is going to take over. Mustangs defense coming out on the field.
Looks like we got Ben B right there.
So, we're back to our normal defensive line. We got Ramirez, Lane Thomas, and Ben B out there. We'll probably all take Moose and Longley in as we go, as they're standing by the coaches over there. So the Mustangs defense out on the field, 2 receivers to either side, pistol formation. Here's the snap. He's going to drop back. No, he hands it off up the middle. And we do make that tackle, but not before he gets 6 yards. So it's going to be a 2nd and 4. So they're going to come out and run. They think we have our smaller defensive line out there. And we do. We are smaller. Ben B's just he's a monster. He's like 6'3", but he's about 170 pounds.
Isaiah Rios running the ball, springs this offense loose.
There's 2 receivers to either side. Same formation. Turn, he hands it off up the middle. Rios is going to get around the side. Good tackle right there for who was that? Brody? No, that was Cruz. Great tackle right there for Cruz to keep him past the first down. So it's going to be a 3rd and 1 as he tried to bounce out, and Cruz just grabbed him by his hips and rolled him down, right?
It was an ugly-looking tackle.
Yeah, he kind of rolled up on his ankles. Good thing that is Rio, round number 17.
Yes.
Roman.
Oh, no.
Is that 17?
Roman Garcia. No, it's 12.
12.
Yeah,
12.
12, Isaiah Rios.
Isaiah Rios. Yeah, I only know his name because the guy next to me is screaming at me. They got two receivers to either side. Rios behind the quarterback right there. They're going to see if they can just run it right up the middle. They do turn. They hand it off right there. We get it. They don't get the first down. Oh, and he falls forward for the first down. Sammy Saldivar hit him at the goal at the line of scrimmage and had him for a tackle for loss, but he fell forward.
His lineman pulled him for about a yard.
Yeah, so first down wasn't easy.
Yeah, 12's coming off. He's taking a break.
Yeah, Sammy Saldivar hit him well. So number 22 in there for him. That's going to be Evan Gallegos, senior. So two receivers on the either side again. Same formation. Let's go. They're going to turn. Fakes the handoff. And then the quarterback keeps it. Now he's up the middle. And he's got 9 yards. As he does get 9 yards it's going to be a 2nd and 1. As we had him in the backfield. And that's the second time we're hitting him. But he pulled it. So he faked the handoff, pulled it. We had him there. But he gets out of it and he makes 9 yards for it's going to set up a 2nd and 1.
Man, we have to make that tackle.
Yeah, you do. 9:58 left here in the third quarter as the Mustangs are winning 20 to 14.
Excellent job here by the Chiefs offense.
Wasn't that excellent, but
I don't know about that.
There's going to be a quarterback keeper. Sammy Saldivar gets him for a 5-yard loss. So now it's going to be a 3rd and about 6. 3rd and about 5, so a 4-yard loss. So the Mustangs are going to try to get off the field right here as it's going to be 3rd and 5. Ball spotted on the 47-yard line of the Mustangs.
I'm thinking like a quick hitch or something right here. Maybe play action.
Hey, they come out running. They hadn't thrown the ball yet, so they thought, if we would have came out with that same defensive line,
they were going to run it.
Yeah, so we kind of came back. So game of adjustments is as we were talking about. Quarterbacks need to hold the sticks right here. Oh, they got us offside. So they're going to get us offside. Let's see. Yeah, they got us offside. They shouldn't have killed it. They should have played it. No, look, the refs are going to talk about it. Let's see what they do. They're going to talk about it. Was it offsides or false starts?
I don't know why you would kill that, though, right?
Did we touch the center?
Maybe we touched the center, yeah.
So 9:08 left here in the third quarter. They do get offside. Does it set up a first down?
Yes.
No. Does not set up a first down, so it's still going to be 3rd and short. 3rd and out.
Very short. 3rd in the index card.
3rd in that index card.
Probably gets across the first down line. It's close.
So it's going to be 3rd and inches. Let's see if I would blitz. Let's blitz our linebackers. What do we got going on here? The Mustangs.
They were going to pass a while ago. Let's see what they do here.
He does hand it off, and now he's got it. He gets out. He gets the first down. He rolls across the 35. So the ball's going to be set up at the 33-yard line of 1st and 10. Mustangs trying to get off the field here. There's 8:43 left here in the third quarter. They've ran every single play here.
Excellent job by the senior running back. Wanting to make this
Northside
Pride crowd happy on what could be his last home game as a Lakeview football player.
So it's going to be their base formation, which is 2 receivers to either side and a pistol formation in the backfield. They got us offsides again.
He's going to chuck it deep.
Oh, they're going to call
pass interference as well. Who's that, Tommy?
Yeah, it's Tommy. That doesn't make sense right there, though. I didn't see
I didn't see the pass interference. So two flags are going to be on the Mustangs now. As it's going to be an offsides, which will be declined, and it's going to be a pass interference on Tommy Evans, which is going to be accepted for a 10-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Man, Harvey's pretty hot right there.
Yeah.
I would be mad at that defensive line. Like, dude, watch the ball.
Yeah, that one right there. I don't remember who the first one was on, but that one was on Ben B right there. So they're going to get 10. I think that's a 10-yard, 15-yard game. So a 15-yard penalty for automatic first down. Mustangs defense trying to hold them out of the end zone. 8:25 left here in the third quarter. Mustangs leading 20-14, but that missed extra point might be looming here.
Our referee, Eric Quisenberry, delivering.
Eric Quisenberry is the referee, as this guy screamed in my ear just now.
I feel like he's with us.
Yeah.
Gives a new set of downs for the Chiefs.
3 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. That was their first pass of this drive. They're going to drop back. It's going to be a fake. They're going to try to go deep. There you go. Good. Oh, no. Come on. That's another pass interference as Rocky did not play the ball, but he got there as the ball got there, so they're going to call another pass interference. It's going to be half the distance to the goal, an automatic first down. So,
man, I still feel like on that, you don't have to play the ball, right?
No, you don't. If you make it there at the same time as the ball, you can do exactly how you did. That was good coverage in my mind. So here comes some more D linemen right here. Colton Figueroa coming in. Miller coming off. So they pulled off the two cornerbacks. They're going heavy right here.
It's half the distance, right?
Yeah, it should be half the distance because they were within inside the 30.
Where were they at?
15-yard penalty. So they were on the 18. So it's gonna be. It should be on the 9.
Yeah. We had 2 flags thrown. There should not be a doubt about what this is. We're going back to where we were.
Pass interference, defense.
Okay, there we go. There we go. It took a little bit to get there, but we got there.
Whoa.
Pass interference against
Whoa. What are we doing?
Oh, yeah, it should be.
Ball plays at the 2 yard.
It should be half the distance. No, it's half the distance when you're inside the 30.
See, the white hat, Harvey's
You
trying
don't
to
get 15 yards.
No. Yeah, it should only be.
Heavy look here for the Chiefs. Isaiah Rios pushing ahead to the end zone.
So Rios gets in for a touchdown in a wildcat formation right there. So the Mustangs are tied right now with the extra point pending.
And he puts the Chiefs to tie this ball game.
Man, I don't understand that though on the refs.
Yeah, that should have been, because it's a 15-yard penalty, but if you're within the, double the, so like 15 yards, if you're within the 30-yard line, it's not 15, it's half the distance. So now it's a tie ball game here, extra point pending, that extra point that we missed is looming here as we're probably going to have to go for 2 when we score, so 8:13 left here in the third quarter.
Right. Isaiah ran 5 times. Yeah, that's exactly what you want to see. And look at the Texas Farm Bureau, Tom Green County.
And here's the snap, hold, and it's good. So now they now have a 1-point lead to the Chiefs. So the Mustangs trailing 21-20 here. You're listening to Andrews Mustang Football on KCTF and 105.5.
So the Chiefs lead by 1, and we'll take.
And we're back here as the Mustangs are now trailing 21-20 here in the third quarter. 8:13 left here in the third quarter. Sorry. They scored their first drive of the half, up by 1 as we missed the last time they kicked it. They're going to kick it through the end zone, so the Mustangs are going to take over on the 25-yard line. And our offense is done as we wanted for the most part. That last drive, we threw an interception, but that was, kind of a heat trying to score.
Trying to get lucky.
Get lucky. Yeah. So the Mustangs offense coming back out on the field. Let's see if we can put some points up. But our defense is going to have to come up with another stop.
Yes, yeah. We got 2 in the first half, so we know they can do it with 3.
Yeah, as we got 2 punts and
yes, you're right.
and an interception. So yeah, we know they can do it. But it's a game of adjustments. They came out and ran the ball there. Now we need to probably find the D line that can make that stop. As we had Lane, Bimby, and Ramirez out there that time, I believe.
You probably want to put some size in the middle,
some
Mason, in the middle, and then put Ramirez out to the defense.
Yeah. Ramirez at nose guard is fairly new to us, right?
Yes.
There's offset I formation with Jay Sean. He's going to hand off the ball up the middle, and he's got a little bit of room as he gets 4, so down to the 29-yard line. So the Mustangs are going to have a 2nd and 6. But it's 4. That's going to start out about how our first drive started off. That same exact play.
Yeah.
Mustangs are going right to left again from the south to the north. trailing by 1, 21-20. If we score, we'll probably go for 2 to try to get back on track here. Let's see, we got slot right, wing left, single back. There's going to be a handoff up the middle. He gets 2, maybe 3. No, he's going to get 2. I think that was Bo Hudson again. So now we're going to find ourselves at a 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. Ball's going to be spotted on the 31-yard line. Let's see what we can do to get a first down. As we don't want to punt and give the ball back to them.
No,
that's not what we going 3 and out right here is the worst thing we could do. And I imagine if we can get 4th and 1, maybe go for it.
Go for it. Yeah.
We still hadn't drawn them off sides yet. We haven't done a double count yet, and this might be where we do that at. Slot left, I formation. Los Hernandez is going to get that ball, and he did. And he's still running. He's still going. And there's a face mask, I thought, but he gets the first down. Scatterboo Hernandez went to the left, got stood up, and then he just kept moving his feet, goes to the right, gets that first down, gets down to the 37-yard line. This guy screamed for us because the Mustangs get a first down right there. 6:52 left. The first down is always important.
It is, yeah. That builds that momentum.
Yeah.
He ran right into a Mustang. Yeah. I think the offensive line, right?
Yeah, the offensive line got pushed back.
Yeah.
So he ran into him and that Lakeview kid, and then he just kept moving his feet. Slot right, T formation. It's going to be lost again as he's still moving and showed a little bit of balance right there as he gets, they called him down right there as he gets down to the 40 for a 3-yard gain. So the Mustangs going to find themselves in a 2nd and 7. See if we can run Jay Sean outside. Maybe I really liked how we did that fake outside to Bo and Jay Sean up the middle on his 80-yard touchdown. 85-yard touchdown is what it was.
40-yard line.
Yeah, that's what we need right here. A big play.
Yeah, big play right here. As we got slot left, wing right, single back. Jay Sean goes in motion. If you notice, there goes Bo. He's going to try to get outside. He does, and he gets down to the 45-yard line. And then, you notice Jay Sean's motion is slow now.
Yeah,
he's having to slow down because he's not jerking and running. You know what I mean? Because they've been calling a false start on him. Man, they're spotting the ball. I thought he got at least to the 45, but they only got him at the.
He got like 2 yards on
43.
Right?
Yeah, so we got a 3rd and 4 right here. I think we're in 4-down territory. As long as we get plus yardage right here, at least 2 or 3, then we're probably going to go for it. So the Mustangs got a 3rd and 4, slot right, I formation. There's going to be Blas Hernandez right there. He's still running. And he falls forward. He's still going. Blas Hernandez is tough. Scatterboo Hernandez right there as he just gets the first down. He needed 4. He got 5 after he was hit about 2 yards after the line of scrimmage, and he just keeps driving his feet.
His legs don't stop.
His legs don't stop, and he just keeps going forward. I love what I see from Blas.
You got to wrap up.
They have him.
Yeah, he's saying next to a wrap up. They're all around him. He's just not going down.
He's just a tough kid, man. So 1st and 10. Ball's now on the 48-yard line of the Mustangs. 5:35 left here in the 2nd quarter. Slot left, I formation. Blas Hernandez again. Nope, Jay Sean's going to go, and he pushes his own lineman down. And he's got the balance, and he gets 9. He gets 10, does Jay Sean, as he gets the first down. He said, "Get out of my way, lineman." I think that was number 60.
Hurry up.
That's Gio Cordova. He said, "Get out of my way," and he pushed him down. So Jay Sean gets the first down and a 10-yard gain right there. Now the ball's on the plus territory here at the 42-yard line. Mustangs driving. 5:14 left here in the 3rd quarter.
They're slowing down so the linebackers can come in, finish the tackle or something.
Right. Strong guy once again, left side here.
There you go. There's the counter again. Jay Sean's going. He's going to cut it up. And he's still going, and he gets across. He gets 6 yards, 7 yards as he gets down to the 35.
And that counter's there. I'd like to see something else off, like fake to him and go somewhere else.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's the same play in a row. And the plus yardage just now maybe run that play, the I formation or
I want to see the I with Jay Sean on the back.
Let's see what we got here. As now it's a 2nd and 3.
And I guess that's just the heavy, right?
Yeah, the ball's on 35. Yep, that I know what you're talking about. Slot left, T formation. There's a Bo up the middle.
I think he got the first. The refs don't even know where the ball's at. Look, they only gave him. He was at the first down marker.
That happened so fast, he didn't even know where the ball was at. Yeah, you're right.
So he got one.
Here comes Nachos, what we call him, Ignacio, number 24.
I guess Bo might have got 1 right there.
Yeah, so
set up at 3rd and 1.
Not 2, so it was 2nd and 3, so he got 2. Sets up a 3rd and 1 right here.
Hernandez right there. I imagine it's just a straight handoff to him. So you have to be able to trust your D line to be able to get the penetration stuff.
See right here, we need a big push up front.
Yeah, that's it. We got all right. T formation. 44 blast
Yep.
to Jay Sean. Nope. It's Collins gonna keep it. And he does cut it up, and he gets 5. He gets to the 4. He gets down to the 27-yard line, I think.
6 yards.
Yeah, 6 yards does Colin as he kept it. So Bo Hudson looks like he's doing good as he's coming back out. 1st and 10. 3:38 left here in the third quarter. Mustangs got to get in the end zone here as we've done hey, they got somebody on the field. Nope, they're going to get off as we take our time as Colin goes and gets the play. But
yeah, that cut up phrase right there, that's something we're always saying on Saturdays usually.
yeah, cut it up, man. As soon as you see that hole, you're looking to your left. So 1st and 10. Ball's on the 27-yard line. Slot right. T formation. Jay Sean goes in motion. And then he's going to hand off to Bo. He's trying to get outside. Way to hold on to that ball right there. He does get 4, maybe 5. He gets 4. So it's going to be 2nd and 6.
Almost dangerous right there for Bo.
I love how the coaches told Jay Sean, when you go in motion, turn slow. Yeah, because he's not going in a sprint. They're not calling false start. So they made that adjustment. Coaches were aware enough to make that adjustment.
Man, this defense, they haven't had to be on the field a whole lot, I wouldn't think, right?
So yeah, you're right.
The Lakeview defense, they have to be wearing down a little.
Yep. Here's the out formation with Jay Sean in the backfield.
Going to the right.
It's going to go Jay Sean. He's going to cut it up. He tackle right there. Man, he got across the 20. What is going on?
Yeah, look, he's past the 20. I don't know why. They're cutting him short right there.
They're not spotting the ball well, but they caught him just short of the 20 on the 26-yard line, so it's now going to be a 3rd and 4.
Shoot, they only gave him 2 right there.
Air hug tackle. Here we go, 3rd and 4.
Man, I would do the same play again, to be honest.
Yeah, I would too. I'd run it again.
You got to be ready for it.
We're just one missed tackle away from a big play right here.
Yep.
Oh, power eye, here we go. And oh my goodness!
Jason Mendoza gets stuffed right there.
The guy not even blocked.
Not even blocked, as now that we lose 2, I think, right there. Who's down?
Man, I don't know what's going on. He's not even
Is that
moving.
lost? Yeah, he's out.
Connor Williams going to the backfield, but unfortunately,
Man, he's not even, I don't know who that is, but he's not.
Step aside. We're watching Chiefs football here on Conscious Sports, now presented by First Committee.
Man, that might be Bloss.
Let's see.
Man,
we're going to go back to the station, and when we come back, we'll get you to the number. So you're listening to Andrews Mustang Football on KZTF on 105.5. And we are back as Andrews Mustang is still down right there, and it didn't look good as when we saw him laying down. He wasn't moving, but he's got a slew of trainers down there with him from both ends. The San Angelo Lakeview trainers ran out there, as did the Mustangs trainers, and they're talking to him. Our coach has his helmet. Let's see what they're saying here. As the Mustangs, they are going to get him up, so he's getting up, which is good news. Let's see who that is. That's number.
No, that's
67.
Is that a song?
Is that his arm? Is that Juju? That looks like 67. His number's up. Yeah, it was Juju. Juju is yeah. So he was out as his brother's one of the coaches, and I'm sure he was out there. So Juju is walking off on his own power, which is good news after what we saw. I think he was laying there and he wasn't moving. So
yeah, it didn't look good for a second.
It did not look good, right? So Juju is walks off on his own power, getting out. So
that's good.
Yeah, good news right there. So now back to the game. We're going to have a 4th and 5 here with 1:52 left here in the third quarter.
So that's what happened. Somebody ran over with coach and got a new jersey, a different jersey number to take his spot.
Yeah, so it's probably our tight end, which might have been Matthew Pierce, maybe. I'm not really sure.
They're just going to go for this because they've been able to convert these yardage gains.
Yeah, so Gio was already in 60, number 60. So the Mustangs offense staying out on the field here. Big 4th down right now, trailing 21-20. Clock's running just under 150 left here in the third quarter. Big 4th down right here. Jay Sean's going to be slot left. It's going to be T formation. They're going to throw it. It's going to be a pass. He's got to get rid of it. And he's sacked. That's Coleman gets sacked. Yeah, so the Mustangs are going to defense going to need a stop here as they get a sack. As now the Mustangs defense coming out.
What do we got going on?
Well, I see a flag.
Oh, there's a flag in by the end zone.
There's a flag over there by the end zone.
That has to be
There's a flag over there. So the announcers won't be quiet and see that flag. It's going to be offense. Mustangs are going to keep the ball. It's going to be a flag, and the Mustangs are going to keep the ball.
Pass interference?
Yep.
Pass interference on the defense?
Yep. So the Mustangs going to get bailed out right here for a pass interference. Let's see. Yep, there you go. 12 men on the field. There's 12 men on the field.
12 men on the field.
Yep. So the Mustangs are going to stay on the field with the first down.
That's a first down, right?
Yep.
First down, Mustangs.
Mustangs offense is going to get to stay on the field as all that. And now Mustangs offense is going to have 1st and 10. Ball's going to be on the 17-yard line as they had 12 men on the field. That might have been why he was free.
Exactly. We blocked 11. We couldn't block 12.
Yeah, so the Mustangs, after 12 men on the field, get to keep the ball. Now we're out here. We got 1st and 10. Ball spot on the 17-yard line. We got slot left, T formation. It's going to be a handoff to Jace Mendoza as he's still moving. He's across the 10. Now he's going to fall forward to the 7-yard line.
Almost the first down.
Yep,
right?
Just short of the first down as he got 9.
9-yard gain down to 7 or 8-yard line, excuse me. My goodness, just what a I'm not sure what you call it, honestly. That's just not fun at all.
Let's keep it going. Let's go punch
so
this
the Mustangs, let's go. We got slot right. T formation. Colin's doing really good at making sure everybody's lined up. Jace Mendoza trying to weave through there. He gets the first down.
He got 2 there, didn't he?
Yep, he got the first down. He's at the 5, so it's going to be 1st and go from the 5. Mustangs trying to punch it in for the end zone as we can try to take the lead. And with 43 seconds left here in the third quarter, Mustangs, 12 men on the field.
Yeah, gave the Mustangs some life back.
They got one going on. Let's see if anybody comes off. Yep, there he goes. He's coming off.
Hey, so wherever he just went, that's a way smaller kid.
Yeah,
run right at that kid.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I formation, get Jay on the ball, and let's punch it in the end zone.
Let's go. We got slot right. I formation. That's gonna be Jace Mendoza. He's gonna run it. He's gonna cut it up and he gets a touchdown. Does Jace Mendoza. 5-yard touchdown for the Jace Mendoza as we're gonna go up 26 to 21. The Mustangs go up with 33 seconds left here in the third quarter. We're gonna go for 2 so we can get it to 28, but get us back on track. And Jace Mendoza, Blas Hernandez, maybe run that I formation with Jay Sean in the backfield. That's been getting about 3 yards a pop. So let's see what we got.
I think that play right there. It has to be either Jay Sean or Blas right here. Is Blas out there? I can't tell.
That Mendoza's been out there. See if the Mustangs can get back on track right here with the 2-point conversion. Trying to get up to 28-21. There's going to be the handoff to Jace Mendoza. Let's see if he can get in. And he gets in. He got in. So it's going to be 28-21. Mustangs go up with 33 seconds left in the third quarter, and you're listening to Andrews Mustang Football on KCTF and 105.5.
The trainer, The illegal substitution for 12 on the field, and then there was a face.
And we are back here as the Mustangs are now leading 28-21 here with 33 seconds left in the third quarter. See y'all listening on Facebook and YouTube. It's a pretty good game right here as we're in a district championship, and we would have thought nothing less in a close game as Lakeview's had their best season in many years. Mustangs is always a tough out right here in our district. Here's going to be a pooch kick. You see he's going to fair catch it about the 38. So that's where the Lakeview Chiefs are going to take over as they went down and scored their last outing in offense. So the Mustangs defense, see if they can make another adjustment. See, we got
Jay Sean
coming back out there as Jason Mendoza is too.
Yep. I think too right here the defense. This is where you need to put out there. Let's get a stop.
They've been the bread and butter for the last few years.
Yes.
Right. The offense does put up points and stuff, but this is where we've won and lost games is with our defense. And let's see if we can do it right here. As we got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. They got their base formation, 2 receivers to either side, pistol formation. They're going to hand it off up the middle. And he's going to be, we almost had him. Let's see if we can make a tackle. There you go, make a tackle. That was Cruz making a tackle, but not before he got 4 yards, 5 yards.
We're stuffing that. We have to finish.
Man, we get them in the backfield. There's been about 5 times that I've said that we got them in the backfield and they just get out of it. So Mustangs defense trying to clean them up in the backfield, but can't hold on. So now they're going to come up with 3 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Well, there it is. That's the end of the third quarter. Mustangs going into the fourth quarter. The defending champs trying to defend it again tonight. And 28-21.
Let's go.
You're listening to Andrews Mustang Football on KCTF from 105.5. And we are back as the fourth quarter is starting with the Mustangs defense out there on a 2nd and 6. Base formation, they got an false start out there. They got them on a false start, so the Mustangs are going to have a 2nd and 11, their defense is. So, see if we can get a stop right here. The Mustangs defense, they got a drone out there getting some play, some
footage up there.
Which they should, because they have a packed crowd out here. They're just hoping to win a district championship by the Lakeview Chiefs, but the Mustangs have something to say about that.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a 2nd and 11. Our defense made the stops going this way. I don't know. The wind doesn't look like it's blowing. I'm not sure if it made a factor or maybe the sun in their eyes or what. But
the moonlight.
the moon in their eyes, yeah. But the Mustangs going, Lakeview's going right to left now. This is where the defense thrived earlier. So base formation, 2 receivers on either side. They're going to drop back for a pass. Good tackle right there for Miller as he lays out number 1 right there after a 4-yard catch. But Miller come up and laid that. What is that? Boomstick right there?
Yeah, number 1 is feeling
he's hurting. Yeah, he's going down. He's down. He might be out of air, so they need to stop it. Mustangs defense got a 3rd right now, 3rd and 7 as Miller came up on that play and just made a big hit right there. Hopefully number 1 is good. As might have knocked his arrow as he did get up. He was walking, but he goes down on a knee, so hopefully he's okay. But the Mustangs defense trying to get off the field right here on a 3rd and 7. If you can get yourself a sack right here, man, that'd be
big time. Yes. Huge. And hey, we have the key guys out there, right? We got the DNs out there to go get it.
The speed at the DN.
Yes. So we can get the ball, and get up another score.
Yeah.
Run that clock, right? That's the whole thing. Run the clock and punch one in. And he's still down. He hadn't got up yet.
Yeah, he hasn't. I don't know.
Oh, there he is. He's up now. He's up now. He's gonna walk.
Yeah, he's walking off. He's might be trying to catch his air as Miller, one of his best hits of the year right there. Big play. Cruz is still pumped right now, so that kind of hit, you don't never want a kid to get hurt, so hopefully number one's okay. But that kind of hit pumps up the defense, you know what I mean? And hey, now let's get off the field right here, right?
Exactly.
So he's still walking off slowly, but he is walking off on his own power, is he? So just like Jaylen Barnes said, boom.
Yeah, boom. Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Welcome back to Chiefs football here on Contra Sports.
All right, see what we got right here now. It's going to be a 3rd and 7, 11:42 left in the ball game. Let's forget to change the quarter. Don't blame me.
I'm going to update that real quick.
37, 11:37 to go.
Let's see, we got the DNs here. What we got here? Got trips to the left, single up to the right.
You have trips to the left. Brody, when he's lined up right here, he has flats. The 2 middle guys have deep. Sammy's going to drop for the slants. So, see, Sammy drops for the slants and it worked. So, see if Jace Mendoza can get a. Yes, and we get on stop right there. So, I was talking to Brody about that a minute ago, and or before the game, and I was like, what's your trips? What's your responsibility? He says if he's pointing towards the quarterback, he's got flats.
Yeah.
Yes, the 2 middle guys got deep. Sammy's got slant.
Yes, that's what we talked about.
That's where he cut that slant off right
Exactly.
there. Sammy, the inside linebacker, cut that slant off. So the quarterback, like we mentioned earlier, had nowhere to go, so then he scrambles and just throws it away.
Yeah,
So
he doesn't know what
right
to do after that first read.
But the issue is
so now it's going to be a 4th and 7. They do have the punting, but hey, we talk about it a lot.
Yes.
They're in
prime position. It's a weird position, right?
Play a defense, and we kind of are right here. See that man don't hit that ball. He is punting it. Kicker is their punter as he's a lefty. So we're going to let that bounce. Jay Sean, just let it bounce. Fall on.
Almost hit the
He needed to fall on it right there. That ball's going inside the 5. Hey, but it's all right. It's a 95-yard drive. Take 8 minutes off the clock and let's go score. Let's go. Mustangs can put this game away, going up 2 scores right here. If we can go get a touchdown, what we don't want is a 3-and-out. Let's go.
Yeah.
Because this offense is high powered. It is Lakeview's offense. So
yes,
if we can't keep putting it on the defense. Keep putting it on the defense. Yeah. They made the stops. They made the stop in the first half to get us the lead in the first half.
Yep.
And then they've made the stop so far in the second half.
Yeah, we need to keep this show on the road and keep it rolling. We need to get away from the end zone, of course, get a first down here and see what we can stack up. Here comes Kelly with the play.
Welcome back to Chiefs football here at Contra Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. 11:02 to go in the ball game. The Chiefs just put the ball back to Andrews. Andrews has the end zone on their backs.
Oh, we got a receiver.
Yeah, we do have a receiver. We're going to go in motion. We're going to hand it up the middle. And there goes Jay Sean. He's across the 10. He's across the 15. He's to the 20 as he gets himself 16 yards right there. No, it's going to be 15 yards because they're going to cause us down at the 19. So 15-yard game for Jay Sean. That's that one he scored. That 85-yard touchdown. Run it again.
That's how you get out of it.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's the real good thing about our offense is we run the fast, dives and stuff that can get you out of your end zone. A lot of spread teams, they drop back. They're dropping back a pass in their own end zone, and you get yourself in trouble. So slot right, I formation. That's going to be Jason Mendoza's I formation. A nice little move right there.
Man. Who is that right there? 19, man.
Bert.
If Bert goes downfield, that's a bigger
Yeah,
run. Right there.
Jason did a little hip turn to make one guy miss. He only got 2, but that was a shifty little run right there for Jason Mendoza. We got 10-17 left here in the ball game. Mustangs are leading 28-21. If we can go get up 2 scores, we might be able to put this game away. So here we go. We got slot left, T formation. Jay Sean's in the 4-back. That's going to be Jay Sean's ball right there. And he's got it. Jay Sean's got it. He's gone. He's across the 40. He's got 1 man to beat. He's got it across the 40. He's out of the 35, and he gets knocked out of bounds at the 32 of the Lakeview. So what was he on? He was on the
22 to 32, right?
22 to 32. So that's 28 yards, right?
For the Mustangs.
Yeah, 28 yards
to
plus.
50, plus, what is it?
Plus another 18.
18. So
that's 46.
46?
That's not what you want to see.
46 yards.
A massive hole there. Nobody's feeling
And Jay Sean, he had 1 man to beat. They had the angle on him, so they should start the clock.
Yeah, it should start right here. Let's see.
I don't know why they're not winding it.
Because it went out.
Yeah, it went out, but I thought it starts. Blas Hernandez gets the ball going around the left side, lowers his shoulder, and then he gets to the 20, to the 25, sorry.
So a massive gain there. They'll call it
7-yard run for Blas.
Who's this on who are they holding? Number 50. He's number 50 for us. Jonas.
Yeah, Jonas.
Yeah, he's coming off the field. He's dazed. He's dazed. He doesn't even know where he's at right now. So he's coming off the field. So Jonas, but the Jace Dixon, young sophomore, comes in there. Jace Dixon bats both ways.
Yeah, that's a good replacement right there.
Oh, yeah. He's a tough kid. 9:15 left here in the ball game. 28-21. The Mustangs are winning. The ball's on the 25-yard line. For, 2nd and 3. Let's see what we got. Jay Sean in the 4-back. We got a wing to the right. There's going to be Collins going to keep it, cut it up. And now Collins got a big hole, and he lowers his shoulder. Trust it. He gets the first down, goes down to the 21-yard line, so he gets 4 yards for a first down. So good on Colin Kelly right there, run. He's starting to cut it up. See those holes up the middle.
I talked about this earlier, but this defense, they've not been in this situation, right?
And man, we're just wearing them out.
Yeah, we're taking our time. I mean, like right now, I hope Martin's telling him, hey, don't get out there too quick, right?
Yeah. So 1st and 10, ball's on the 21-yard line. Mustangs trying to punch it in, get some points right here. Ball started on the own 4-yard line. There's going to be calling to the left side. Man, if we kick that block out on number 14, that's a touchdown. But he got himself 4 yards. They just don't give us good spots. That's from the 21 down to the 17. So, who went down? What is that? It's a crap. Is that called? Yeah, that's called. It's a crap. He just needs to be stretched. I would call a timeout if I was the coaches. Because, man, we've been in trouble where, nothing against Holt. Yeah, he's going to go get some snaps. He's got to go get some snaps.
Yeah, because they're calling it a injury, right? They didn't call timeout.
What is he looking for? Somebody needs to help him out.
Oh, yeah, what is he looking for?
Looking for a ball so he can go take some snaps.
Oh,
we don't have a ball in.
Man,
I think that's what he's looking for. Because we need to, if that's called in, which he's walking, it was a cramp, I could tell. But,
man, we need to.
But man, because we put Hoverstein in, and not nothing against Hoverstein, nothing against the center. He fumbled that first snap, right? That's what happens. It happens in the NFL.
It's hard. Yeah, it's a hard deal.
Yes, So,
I don't know if you tell the center, hey, snap it a little bit slower, right? I mean, just so we don't.
So Colin is up. If we call timeout, he can come back in.
I don't think we called timeout. I think it was an injury.
Well, because he's up, so they should have already. If it was an injury timeout, then they should be out on the field already. Yeah.
Because they didn't take it off the board.
Yeah.
They're about to run it, aren't they? No, they're not. What are they doing?
I mean, it still shows we have 3 timeouts. Yeah, they just ran the clock. Yeah, so Colin does have to come off for 1 play. They gave us a timeout there. That's weird.
Yeah, that's really weird. Yeah.
Because usually when Colin gets up, it's all right. Come on.
Yeah.
Not Colin general, but an injured player. So Hoverstein didn't play. Man, this is key. We need to get the snap. Get the snap first. Snap first. Got the snap. Got the handoff. Jay Sean up the middle. He falls forward for about. He's gonna be 1 yard short. 5-yard gain. 2 yards short. Looks like it's gonna be a 4-yard gain. Yep. It's gonna be a 3rd and 2. 7:40 left here in the ball game. Mustangs can put this game away. All but put it away. San Angelo can score fast. Here comes Colin.
Yeah.
San Angelo can score fast. So I'm not gonna say it's gonna win the game, but it'll do a lot.
Yeah. It'll make it a little more difficult.
Yes, it will. So the Mustangs got slot left. T formation in the backfield. There's gonna be we fumbled. No, we fumbled the ball. See, we should. Colin Kelly fumbles the ball, and San Angelo lands on it, and now the Mustangs are 7-13. The defense is coming out on the field. And that's the same thing, Colin comes off. You know what I mean? Call a timeout, man. But it's all right. So the Mustangs defense are gonna have to come get a stop as there's a fumble right there.
Hey, so we keep calling on y'all.
Yeah.
Calling on you again. Please go make a stop right
here. Yep, defense got to make a stop.
Down by 7:13 to go in the ball game. Hey, Luke Cage, first down for the Chiefs.
Mustangs defense going to have to make a stop now. Let's see who we got. We got the Jay Sean and Jace at defensive end. Let's see what we got. 2 receivers to either side. Handoff up the middle. And we make the tackle, but not before he gets 5. At least 5, 4. He got 4. So it's gonna be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 5. He got 5. I guess the ball was spotted right at the 15.
Yes. So.
Let's see, we got 2nd and 5. There's gonna be a handoff up the middle again, and he's got a big hole. He gets the first down. He's still running. Now he gets to the 31 is where he's going to get tackled. 6:38 left in the ball game. Mustangs defense need a hold. We're still winning by a touchdown. So 1st and 10. Ball's going to be spotted on the 31-yard line. They're running up the middle. That's 2 runs in a row for a first down.
Clock is sitting under 6.5 to go in the ball game.
Let's see what they do here. They're kind of trying to slow it down on their side.
Yeah, they are. You know, they're in 2 receiver set, 2 receivers on either side, pistol formation. See if we can get a big play. They're going to run the jet sweep look. They don't hand it off. Quarterback keeps it. Jay Sean and Sammy Saldivar make a tackle right there for a 4-yard loss. Now we're bringing in some meat right there on the defensive side as we bring Jay Dixon, Lane Thomas, and Ben B coming in. Jay Dixon, the young sophomore, is playing both ways right now on offense and defense. Big time for the young sophomore. Mustangs defense, 2nd and 12 right here. The ball spotted on the 29-yard lines. They got 2 receivers to either side. Pistol formation. We need to get lined up. See if we can get pressure on the quarterback. He's going to drop back. He's throwing it. It's going to be a good tackle right there for Rocky Stevens. Is there a hold back here? Nope.
Nope, no
I
hold.
thought maybe I saw a hold back.
It almost like a false start too by the left guard.
So now it's going to be a third and about 5. 3rd and 5. Yeah, 3rd and 5.
Pressure right here.
Yeah, ball's on the 36-yard line. I feel like, man, when they lost yardage, I would have kept the faster defensive ends up there, you know, and not to do that sub.
Yeah.
But now we got Lane Thomas and Jay Dixon and Ben B out there. Cruz playing defensive end in his inside linebacker position. Let's go. We got 3rd and 5. They're going to run the jet sweep look, fake it. They're running it up the middle. We're there to stuff it. We're going to make a tackle right there. Sammy Saldivar with his best plays. 5:25 left here in the ball game. 4th and 5.
They're going to go
San Angelo's probably going to go for it. Let's see what we can do. If Mustangs can get off the field, number 51. Okay, so they were going to. Offense will stand on the field right here. Let's see what we can do. 5:07, 5:06, 5:05 left in the ball game. Big play. This might be the ball game right here. If the Mustangs can hold them. Let's see what we got. False start. They never false start. So it's going to be a 4th and 10 now with 4:56 left in the ball game as the Mustangs are moving them back. Let's see if this changes the strategy for the Lakeview Chiefs.
We got Jay Sean going back on the field. For us.
And now it's going to be a timeout for the Lakeview Chiefs as they're going to call a timeout and talk about it because now it's going to be a 4th and 9 is what it's going to be with 4:56 left here in the ball game. And you're listening to Andrews Mustang Football on KACTF at 105.5. And we're back as the Mustangs are out on the field. The defense is out on the field. Lakeview's keeping their offense on the field with trips to the left, 2 receivers to the right. It's 4th and 9, basically 4th and game here with 4:56 left in the ball game, and you're listening to.
Oh, we were confused right there. Hold on.
I was gonna say you're listening to Dimitri Dillon here calling this district championship, but Mustangs call a timeout.
They had trips. I don't know what changed there. They had trips down to their side.
So typically they have trips. What they've been doing is trips to one side and only 1 receiver to the other side.
They had two.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had 2.
So they were in empty.
So maybe they were in empty. So maybe the coverage wasn't going to be there. You know.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about it and tell the players what their responsibilities are.
I'm thinking there may be a screen out of that trip side.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can see that too.
As long as we can, and it's going to be key for like Sammy Saldivar and Juan Pablo to pursue.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And really, if our corners and Brody and then Miller and Xavier over there, if they can hold, we can get them running across the field. We've had success with that, you know. So let's see see what we got. It's going to be a 4th and 9. Like I mentioned, 4:56 left in the ball game. District championship on the line here as the Mustangs are trying to defend the district championship. They're about to start the clock, surely. I mean, they're giving them about 3 minutes for a timeout right here.
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, no, look, make sure they don't run that play big screen ran.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Brody needs to make, Okay, they're not. Remember Big Spring ran it where their coaches were talking to them on the sideline and they were all, so they not. So let's see what the formation. They're gonna have trips to the right. They're gonna flip the formation. It's trips to the right now, and it's gonna be 2 receivers to the left side. 4th and 9. Quarterback's in the backfield by himself. They're gonna motion. They're gonna run it. It's gonna see he's got a. Brody's there for the coverage. Let's see. Yes, and then Brody makes the coverage right there as he straps him up. The Mustangs hold him for 4th and 9, and they'll take over right there on the 32-yard line. Good coverage, was not fooled on a wheel route. So 4:50 left here in the ballgame. Mustangs are going to take over, and now we can really put this game away. As that fumble did not come back to bite us.
No, it did not. Hey, we got to secure this though, man. We gotta make sure that's a clean snap.
He had a PI on him earlier, but that's just a clean play. He stuck his hand between the arms. Excellent play.
Lakeview kind of clear out real quick.
Yeah, that might have done it for the fans as they're starting to leave, and with high hopes of a district championship, it's not over as we fumbled the snap a minute ago. You know what I mean? So 4:50 left. Mustangs are up 28-21.
This has to go into Blosses or
Yeah,
Jay
hey,
Sean.
the closer. I called him the closer last time. This is that formation. It's going to be Jay Sean up the middle, and he's got it. He's going to be across the 25, and now he's going to score. Mustangs are going to score a touchdown for a 32-yard touchdown.
Boom.
Jay Sean might have put it away right there as the Mustangs are now going to go up 34-21. Woo!
That was good right there. I think that pretty much.
That might have
I'm
sealed
say
it.
that seals it, but a lot of people are leaving
Hey,
now.
Lakeview can score.
They can score. They can score
Let's
quick.
give them credit.
Yeah, they came out. I mean, this, like we said earlier, this the culture here. Everything here is a lot different.
Nobody able to wrap up, and unfortunately, he's proven it. He's taking advantage of whenever the Chiefs.
Man, that looked really good. Jay Sean exploded through that hole.
That's that play, man. We haven't seen that all year long. I've never seen them run that play. Now the extra point pin in, snap, hold, and it is good, right? 35-21.
Earlier, before we go to break, I didn't even think about the Raiders, the holder. So when we missed that one earlier, it's actually calling us the holder right now.
Yes, that's a good point right there. So Mustangs leading 35-24 and 4:42 left in the ballgame. And you're listening to Andrews Mustang Football on KCTF on 105.5.
The Chiefs have gotten one this year.
So the door's still there.
Right. But I mean, it's like. Could be what it is now because of a couple crucial plays. Right?
And we're back as the Mustangs have gone up 2 scores, 35-21, with 4:42 left in the ball game. As it could have been disastrous, as we had about 7:02 left in the ball game when we fumbled.
Yes.
A couple quarterback exchanges, and it just happens. It's weird. It's like a bad luck thing for football, right? You bring in another quarterback, you got to be extra careful with the snap, even when the original quarterback comes in.
Yeah, it's just tough.
It's like a chemistry thing.
It's a special thing.
Yeah, it is, right? So, and then we got a high kick. I don't know what's happening there. As he tries to run it back. Oh, did he call for a catch?
I don't think he called for a catch.
I was looking at the ball, so maybe he did, but he didn't get it. So now Lakeview's going to take over. But as we mentioned, Lakeview can score fast. They score fast. So the Mustangs are going to try to keep them off the field. Keep them out of the end zone. And now they're going to start throwing downfield.
Yes,
They got to score 2 touchdowns within 4:42 and get a stop or an onside kick. So Mustangs defense still got a task here.
Look us up at Contra Sports on Roku and Amazon Fire TV app. You can download it to get the best.
So it's base formation, 2 receivers on either side, pistol formation, drop back pass. He's looking left, he throws it to the running back out of the backfield. Who is that that's making that tackle right there? That's going to be Brody Nelson. Yeah, Brody Nelson.
They called it 3.
So he got 2 yards right there, yeah.
Just a check down.
Yeah, that's one of those bad spots for them.
Yeah.
Those referees are hard on those spots. Drop back pass right here. He's looking deep. And he just throws it out of bounds as Jay Sean's back there getting pressure. So Jay Sean almost getting a sack. He was being held.
Yeah, he's being held the whole time, it looked like.
Sorry, the scoreboard threw me off. They still have 3rd and 10 on the board. 3rd and 8.
Man, we got to get a stop here. We're still going to have to run this clock out. You know, get this ball back. So.
You're right. I give it to Bloss and let him run it.
Let him run it.
2 receivers on either side. Pistol formation. They got 3rd and 8. Drop back for a pass. He's looking right. He's looking. Oh, and it's an interception. Oh! Cruz almost cut that off as he almost got an interception in and out of his hands. That's the one he almost got earlier. He almost got that one too. Now it's going to be a 4th and 8. Mustangs defenses come up big in the second half. This team that scored 79 points last week has been held to 21 points.
Yes.
Mustangs offense come out and get some points. And the Mustangs are in position to win the district championship here with 4:12 left in the ball game. Mustangs defense can get off the field right here, and maybe the offense can go put it to rest here.
This may be the ball game here, folks.
Stop right here.
Trips right. Single receiver to the left side. Pistol formation. He drops back for a pass. He's looking right. He doesn't have nobody. He's rolling. He's scrambling. He's still looking. There's a hold. And now he's going to get a first down, but there's a hold right there as they cannot handle Jay Sean at the defensive end position.
Yeah, they can't handle him. Yeah, it was holding on them. So
once again, the penalties, undisciplinary football.
So Mustangs are did they get the first down? You got to take that penalty, right? I think he would have got the first down.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know if he got it or not.
Yeah, they didn't really show where he was at.
Yeah, they didn't spot it. If he was short, then it's our ball.
Yeah, it's our ball. I was declining, right?
Yeah, but now they're moving on back, so it's gonna be a 4th and 18. You know.
And exactly like I said earlier, this Lakeview team has not been in this position.
No, you're right.
It's uncharted waters for them.
Yeah, you're right.
But 4:02 to go.
Let's see what they do right here. They're probably going to come out of that bench formation, the doubles. Good coverage right now on the back end. It's been good coverage this whole series. So
especially over the last few years, if not more.
I tell them 3 guys, pin your ears back and take off, man.
In the ball game, with the way the Yankees been able to run this clock out.
So it's going to be 2 receivers on either side. 4th and 18. 4:02 left. They're going to call timeout right here.
Well, what's going on?
Yeah, they call a timeout. Yep. So timeout for the Lakeview Chiefs as they need to talk about it. So 4:02 left in the ball game. You're listening to Andrews Mustang Football on KACT FM 105.5. And we are back here in San Angelo as the Mustangs are leading 35-21 with 4:02. I feel like this 4 minute, the 60 seconds within the 4 minute has been here for like 30 minutes. I keep saying 4:55, 4:28, you know. So now it's slow. 4:02 here left in the ball game. Maybe because I can taste that gold ball right there. So the Mustangs leading. If they can stop them, they can do everything but kneel the ball. Here's the snap, drop back pass. He's looking right, he's looking left, he's looking in the field. It's gonna be he does catch it. They get a first down. As that Sammy Saldivar was chasing number 15. That might be his first play of the game. Number 15, no kid, Christian Esparza. So they do get the first down. So 3:55 left in the ball game. Now it's a first down. The ball's gonna be spotted on the 43-yard line. I thought that ball was going to run to Brody's hands. Drop back pass. He's looking left. And he catches the ball. Brody misses the tackle, but he gets pushed out of bounds by the other Brody Nelson. So Brody Figueroa got to make that tackle as he gets a first down. Did he get a first down? Yep. So it's going to be a 1st and 10 again as the ball's now spotted on the 33-yard line.
Let's see a little bend, don't break.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, you know, 1 touchdown's not bad.
Yes.
But you don't want to run yourself, get them getting an onside kick and all that stuff. And make them work for this 1 touchdown if they do get it. 1st and 10. Looking to the left. Fake the screen. He's going to go deep. And we got Tommy Evans right there in coverage. And yes, great coverage right there for Tommy Evans. Brody and Tommy Evans were not fooled.
It was a double move right there.
It was a double move. He faked the screen to the left side. He went deep. And Tommy Evans picked it up. Brody saw it. Brody covers the flats. He chased him. Saw Tommy Evans. Tommy Evans picks it up, and we're changing out D lineman as Ben B's now in for Jason Mendoza. Who is this number 12 coming in for Brody Figueroa? I don't know why. Here's the looking right as he snaps. Jay Sean with the stack. Is he going to make a tackle? Maybe not a sack as he does get a couple yards. Sorry about the camera work. But,
yeah, we got 3rd and 8 coming up right here. That clock's still running. That's a good thing, too. Let that clock run.
yeah, let it. It's at 3:20, 3:19. Here, 3rd and 8. Hey, there's 2 people moving. That's got to be a penalty. He's looking left. See if he, man, that's why they don't run. Like, I don't understand. Touchdown for the Lakeview Chiefs.
Number 12, right?
Yeah.
Isaiah Rios. That's who it is. It's a running back, isn't it? Oh, no, I think that was number 10. That's Andrew Young, I think.
We're going to see up more on-field camera. He's going to chuck up one. And Young has the athleticism.
So now the Lakeview Chiefs 27-35. Extra point pinned, and now a 1-score game here with 3:09 left in the ball game.
Isaiah Rios. Yes, by Isaiah Rios, Christian Esparza is going to be holding for him. And low snap, but the kick is
Did he
up.
make that?
Yeah.
Yep, so it's good. So now it's going to be 28-35. Mustangs are winning here in the 4th quarter, and you're listening to Andrews Mustang Football on KCTF and 105.5.
Incoming.
Are back as the Mustangs are holding on to a lead right here, 35-28, 3:09 left here in the ball game.
And there's nobody back to return this.
Let's see what the Mustangs are going to do as we're expecting an onside kick here.
Let's see what happens here.
And there is an onside kick as Rocky's going to get it and land on it, and it's going to be recovered for the Mustangs. So Mustangs are going to see if they finally put away this game with 3:09 left. I don't understand how no seconds come off that clock. This guy next to us is not running the clock when he's supposed to.
That makes
But
sense.
a minute ago we downed it and he ran 3 seconds off.
Yeah.
You know that one. It's a kickoff. No clock.
No time. No time.
Timeouts for the Chiefs.
Should have been at least 2 or 3 seconds out there, right?
Yeah, so 3 timeouts total.
Yeah. So.
Oh, right.
They've already used 2 timeouts.
Yeah.
They only have 1 left. Mustangs can put it away with probably a first down. All we need is a first down. Let's see if we can get it. As the Mustangs are on the 47-yard line, 1st and 10. Got Jay Sean in the backfield by himself. There's that play with Jay Sean right up the middle. He's gonna get 6, 7. He's got. Let's see. He's got 3, 4, 6 yards. Yep.
For 7 yards. That was a loose cage first down.
That's that man. That play has been there every single time. I'd either run that play again, maybe hand it to Bo going outside, but we don't want nothing. What I worry about that handing outside is you're handing it about 4 yards deep.
Yeah.
If you lose yardage, we want stuff going forward. Ross Hernandez, Jay Sean going forward every time. Let's get them.
Let this clock run down too.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about the play
I mean,
clock.
we should be.
We go fast enough.
Collins should be looking at that play clock. Don't snap it till 4 or 5. He snapped it already, but first down right there as Ross Hernandez gets himself a first down. Maybe.
Got him 4.
He got the 4.
Man, they're gonna spot this short, aren't they?
That's all right. That
Oh
works
no, he
in our,
called it first down.
okay. Even if it was short, it works in our advantage because then it's another play before the first down, and we'd be able to quarterback sneak it for a first down. So 2:20 left. The clock should be running. Yeah, there it goes. It is running.
Let it go 2-minute warning. Don't even run a play.
Yeah, don't even run a play. We're going to be going to the 2-minute warning.
They should just be walking off to the coaches right now.
Mustangs leading by 7 as we've made it closer than needed to be. Collins calling them over there. So Mustangs going to the 2-minute warning, leading 35-28. And you're listening to Andrews Mustang Football on KCTF and 105.5. And we're back here in San Angelo with the moon shining bright. Mustangs in 2 minutes away from a district championship, trying to hold that gold ball tonight. San Angelo has one timeout left here with 2 minutes left in the ball game. Mustangs leading 35-28. I imagine, as I told you, that I think one more first down. I still think we might want to need one more first down now, as they do got one timeout. So what is it, reset at 40 seconds or so?
Yeah, 40.
So we'll see what we got. I don't know if we can nail it yet.
We got to get a first down.
Yeah.
Do you use your timeout here?
Number one thing, they should use their timeout after this first play.
Yeah.
I formation to the left side. Yep.
I like it.
We tried to get them off sides. They didn't go. We're going to hand it off. Good. Good run right there for Blas Hernandez. And let's see if they're not going to call timeout yet.
Picked up 4.
Yeah, picked up 4. Yep, there they go. They call their timeout now. And so it's going to be a timeout with 1:50 left here in the ball game. So if we get the first down, it's over.
It's over.
Then we go into the Landry shift and victory formation.
Yep.
So Mustangs trying to seal it here.
And I think we talked about it earlier. It has to be Bloss and Jay Sean right now. Boom. You know, one side or the other, but it has to be going up the middle, right?
Yes.
Nothing outside, so we don't lose any yards.
District 3, 4A Division 1. There we go. District Championship.
Mustangs trying to seal it, trying to put a upset ending to a regular season for a good season for Lakeview Chiefs, as the Mustangs are trying to spoil probably their senior night. Trying to spoil senior night and their hopes of a district champs. As I heard these guys say earlier that it's been 30 years since they won a district championship, and Mustangs going to try to make it 31.
Yeah, hopefully it will be.
1:50 left. Here comes the offense now. Trying to first down ends the ball game. But taking care of the ball is the most important thing right here. You know, because even if you don't get a first down, you punt it, they're going to get the ball back with like 25 seconds or so.
Yeah.
You know, so Mustangs trying to end the ball game. We got the slot left, T formation. Expect that 44 blast. That's what it is with Bloss. Scatterboo to see if he got a first down. Yes, he did. Did he get a first down? He did. As they're stopping the clock, that might have ended the game as the Mustangs got the first down. 1:42 left, 30 seconds. Let's see when they spot it, when they start the clock. So there it is. So it's gonna be about 1:05 left when the first snap goes. The Mustangs are gonna get the victory. We should just be able to nail it here 3 times, and this should be the ball game, as the Mustangs are now gonna be district champs tonight.
Gonna make it 31 years.
31 years, yeah. As the Mustangs in the ball game, they're gonna we're in victory formation. We're gonna snap it, nail it, and see how it goes. There you go. The snaps, nails, and the Mustangs in victory formation. It's going to be 2 more snaps is what it's going to take, as the Mustangs are going to line it up and win the district championship for the Andrews Mustangs, with Jay Sean having over about 200 yards as he came big on that play.
Yes. It's not, I guess, I call it jet sweep.
Jet sweep dive or something. Yeah, fake jet sweep dive or something like that. And he came up big, that play did, something new on film that Vernon's going to have to watch.
Exactly. I think, too, we talk about it as a whole. Lakeview, 76 points last week.
Yeah.
Today, 28.
28, and the last one was they were scrambling. Mustangs really had them 21. Came up with big stops in both halves, did the Mustangs. So the Mustangs,
man, look at that.
Yeah, there's the penalty. They're going to stop the clock, march it off. And you understand the frustration, but you got to keep your head, because Lakeview can go beat them passes as they play next week. I don't know where they're going to play. Mustangs will play Burnet next week in this same field. As we'll be the home side, we'll be on this side. We're going to play on this same field Thursday at 7 o'clock. Mustangs offense, we had Bo Hudson looking good from the start.
Yes.
Blas Hernandez doing what Blas Hernandez do, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Jason Mendoza came in. Jason Mendoza on offense, running the ball, getting himself a touchdown, showing up on defense. Jay Sean on offense, showing up on defense. Sammy Saldivar with an interception. Miller stepping in and making that big hit, stepping in for Raider after Raider got hurt in the first series. Huge for Miller. Brody Figueroa with that big stop right here on 4th down.
Yes.
Of course, our safeties, Rocky and Tommy, with his stop. It's just player after player after player stepped up today.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, even Cruz with those 2
almost interceptions. Yeah. So we just player after player stepping up, and the Mustangs get the district championship here against Lakeview, as this is going to be the final snap. And you can go anybody. You can go anybody on the offense. Colin with a big throw for a touchdown on a 4th down.
Yes,
Perfect throw. You know what I mean? And so Mustangs just did their thing. Came out here and they said, "This is our district championship. We're keeping it." Right?
Yeah, stays in Andrews.
Yeah. So the Mustangs, as the clock clicks down to 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and there it is. The Mustangs win, and they're the district championships as they come out and beat the Lakeview Chiefs in an upset, picked to lose by 14, and come out and beat them by 7, 35-28.
Really?
Yes. So the Mustangs are going to be district champs. They come out and get the win, and we're going to be in this stadium next Thursday against Burnett. And the Mustangs beat Burnett last year, but I think Burnett might be a little bit better. Mustangs have had our battles, but we're a solid team, and we're going to be ready to go.
Ready to go, man.
So it's going to be Thursday Night Lights for playoff football, and the Mustangs, as the district champs, man, we talked about everybody that scored a touchdown and stuff, but a team that scored 79 points, a team that's averaging about 50 points, their offense is the reason why we were picked to lose. Yes. Our defense had them scrambling there at the end with all the big stop after big stop after big stop. So that's who I'm going to go with the player of the game. You good with that?
I'm good with that.
The whole defense. We're going to go the defense being the player of the game as, I can name them all. Cruz, Sammy Saldivar, Bejarano, Brody, Tommy Evans, Jason Mendoza, Jay Sean, even Moose and Ramirez, they got their love, you know what I mean? So the Mustangs defense coming up big and being the player of the game, getting the district championship. Congratulations to the Mustangs. Congratulations to the Lakeview Chiefs on a successful season, and their season's not over as they can go win the playoff game too. So good luck to them, and let's go get them next week.
See you next week.
Yeah, Mustangs district champs, and we'll see y'all next week against Burnett on a Thursday.